Hello, everyone. My monitor is still broke. I'll fix that when I get back from London.
Match found.
I am the beginning. I am the end.
Hello, the Mako. Mako. Oh, one sec. I'm sorry if this is loud. My microphone is very loose. The fuck? Weird. Okay, one second. I need to change sounds of my phone as well.
Reload him. And they're off.
Display timeout.
Drop in a smoke.
I hate
Bye.
verifying stuff with my finger because it never reads my finger as my finger.
Sorry, bro.
Cutting their vision.
Careful now. Flash.
Reloading.
Alright. Reloading.
Turn.
Target down.
New stage in 10. They're super dead.
Bye.
Stage 2.
Reloading.
Aim is very off.
Perfect. You're done.
Reloading.
I thought we were playing on the map where I TP up onto boxes.
Ultimate orb spawning.
To get rid of this walkway, man. Just let us kill.
Done.
Ooh.
10 seconds until stage change.
Reloading.
Brains on rampage. Stage 3. Four dead. No.
Fucking. My phone is a piece of shit. Won't charge.
Drop in a smoke.
Reloading.
Okie dokie. I'm speaking loud. Getting ready for London. I have to speak loud with intentionality. and excitement. I cannot sound drab and miserable and British. This is deathmatch. The fuck out the way, you know.
New stage in 10.
I want to eat.
Final stage.
Oh, that is bad. Get me out of the server.
You want to play? Let's play.
Be gone.
No peeking.
Get me out.
Reloaded.
Oh shit.
Flash. That's done.
Get out of my way.
Disappear. No more. Go.
Can you play one now? I'm Immortal 2, I don't know. As long as you can play. I don't know what account you got.
Dialogues. My ultimate is ready. Moments looking ominous. That's a rampage. Embarrassing. 15 kills to go.
Fucking Jet moving like Premier, man.
No peeking.
How long you got for food?
Here. Yeah.
I need to go at about 9:30.
Reloading.
Disappointment.
10 kills remaining.
Parasite.
Okay.
The hunt begins.
5.
Okay, maybe I'll play one first. Competitive. Heretics are banging people. Vitality were just being foot. I am clothed today, yeah. I mean, it's the weather's got really shit in the UK. As soon as people landed for London, it got rainy as fuck. But it was a heat wave last week.
Match found.
I'll hit the queue. If they leave this game, then I'll play. Wender's coming in after this though. I usually go Fade, but the Taylor pick's making me Gecko. Do we need a Sentinel? I'm not playing Sentinel. I'm not playing Sentinel.
Everyone is afraid of something.
Ugh. Best I know Sage changed my mind on this map. In ranked, Sage is very strong. I think with base amounts of knowledge, I'd rather be playing most of the Sentinels in ranked though at higher levels. Sage slowing for Rebel is quite good against noobs though. Like a lot of ranked is still Rebel fighting. Why don't you read YouTube chat? I have no like I don't have my second monitor is broken, and so I literally can't read YouTube chat
Omen, I wonder.
unless I buy
how
another
quickly
phone.
Can we
I
unravel their
can't.
will to
I
fight?
literally can't.
With you and I in concert immediately.
Their rubble fike is weak, but they do have net and nade. Where do I go? We have a chamber who could just prod A for us. They shouldn't net. Deadlock should be C. Do you want me to reveal?
There.
Yeah.
What does full sets need to do to make it the final? Premi needs to fucking drop 50 every year.
Where are you?
Somebody's there.
Mark 2.
That works.
Bring them down.
Oh shit.
Found one.
Blinding.
Reloading.
Reload. Bam.
Dinked backside. Fade dinked.
Still waiting.
Close.
One
What?
enemy remaining. Spike down
Where's that
A.
go?
Last player standing. Clutch.
Did he tell me to plan or something?
Chamber, don't listen to her. You look great.
First thing we're giving this guy the bomb, and then I'm not. Yo, camera. Oh, I got scared for a second. I guess I shouldn't have pushed, but also this guy should just be coming across the side, and then this guy should be running up with me.
Shadows traveling.
Oh.
Reloading.
Okay. It's gonna take a bunch of pro games before people realize that in ranked you just run up the route now. Like, you satchel across and you run up the route. Like, is it really
Spike down A.
that difficult?
Shadows traveling.
Like, I didn't get hit by any Uto.
In the smoke, in the smoke.
Here.
Out the smoke, out the smoke.
Last player standing.
Crazy.
In lane.
I have the spike.
Do you think Energy can win it all? Yes. Yeah. But the problem is that their style of play, i.e. very fundamentals focused, very team-based,
30 seconds
teamwork
left.
focused, very methodical.
One enemy remaining.
The problem with it is that on some of the maps, their map theory isn't as good. And so whilst like it works really well on Breeze, for instance, because they have really strong map theory on Breeze.
10 seconds left.
On some of the weaker maps, they got like Lotus is a map in Americas that is really strong, but like they're missing a few of the details. I feel like,
Make their fear
and
your
it'll be
weapon.
whether those details
Use
matter
a
or
gun.
not.
Whichever.
The other thing is that Scuba is in pretty bad shape right now. I was watching some Lotus earlier, and he was literally just dying to CXX, and then he was looking like really unconfident in some of the rounds. Like he was like next to someone with like a sheriff, just missing them and shit, you know. Who's gonna have a below expected performance? It depends who we think is gonna have a good performance.
Bring them down.
Dizzy's up top. Someone's there. The spike carrier's down.
Get it.
Spike
Face your
down A.
fear.
Because
some
obviously,
spike.
like, China's probably not expected to do very well, but now lots of people are starting to put them EDG like quite high on the list, right? I still think the EDG are probably going to be lower than people suspect. But then some people think they're going to be low anyway, so I don't really know who I'm comparing this to.
There.
I did a ranking of plat chat with people with Sticky and Sideshow and stuff.
Spike planted. My ult is
Thoughts
ready.
on Godfather's London bottom 10.
One enemy remaining.
It's very interesting that I put
Last
a tweet
player
out not so long
standing.
ago that was literally like players should just lock in and shit, and then there's a bunch of backlash to that content. I kind of get the backlash to some degree, but at the same time I'm like, it's just some content. Like, it's a podcast content.
Clutch.
Players should not be watching Wildfires, you know.
You say something? Sorry.
I love the relationship in say football or UFC, where like there's this relationship between the analyst who I think is like a critic almost. It's like there's this relationship in football and in like UFC where some, or even NBA, where analysts' take on certain players are very well known. Like the player themselves know that certain analysts don't like them or think that they're not very good. When I say don't like them, I mean in the game. We don't ever get that dynamic in Valorant because
One pretty good.
Dizzy's up.
Bring them down.
obviously we're all a bit too timid and scared about that kind of stuff.
Reloading.
Bring them down. They're blind with fear. We'll catch them.
That's 3.
Spike planted.
Like Zywoo was one of
Holding
the probably the greatest Counter-Strike player of all time.
Last player
For the
standing.
past, like until this year,
One enemy remaining.
there are a bunch of analysts who didn't think he was good enough. As in, like they didn't think he was. They thought he was a bit of a choker in like big moments, right? They thought he was a very good player, but they didn't believe he was the greatest.
See? You're
And there was like an
stubborn.
interesting dynamic there, right? So it's like, I don't know. I feel like there's a little bit of fakeness, I feel like, in Valorant, where we sometimes just pretend that everyone's good. And I know that maybe doing a bottom 10 list maybe ain't the way to kind of explore that, but like, at the same time, I'm like, it's whatever, innit?
I think Fade, you can like use your usual tree, but Gecko, can you come main and just like flash? Sorry, so I can do it.
I'll find you.
Shadows traveling.
Wrong buddy. Bring them down.
Reloading.
Going out.
Nice guys.
Get him, man.
Spike planted.
Body stairs.
Enemy spotted A.
One enemy remaining.
Pretty good.
Mosh pit.
80.
Did not put me on a one-on-one.
Reloading.
Saving.
Where are you?
Did you watch the China region split? I did. Like, I'm doing the desk for London, so of course I've watched quite a lot of China now. I didn't watch any of the the teams that aren't going to London. As in, I was watching from the perspective of the teams going to London.
Reloading.
Leave the dream seer to me.
They're probably gonna raise or chat.
Gecko, can you flash from main?
I'll find you. Mark one.
Enemy A.
Bring them down.
Reloading.
I have the
Spike
spike.
down A.
We found one. Bring them down.
Oh, two in the door. It's covered. Shit. He keeps asking the Gecko to flash and he never does.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
think EDG looks solid against this master in terms of individual form. Yeah. I mean... Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
Last guy Odin Tree, I think.
Clutch.
Well played, bro. Will I make a
Did you
VFL for
see our
London? No.
faces?
I don't have time.
Sorry, I should not laugh.
I mean,
It
and
seems
if I
that
do, it'll just be
strangers want me
half-assed.
dead.
I don't like half-assed things.
Zero nuts first.
Reloading.
Can Chamber look at A and we'll just go C or something?
Can someone buy
Or,
me,
yeah,
please?
Gecko flash. Can you flash Gecko?
Find a way through them.
Mr. Gecko?
Get out of my way.
Why nobody?
He's a rebel.
My territory. My stronghold.
Oh, me? What?
You go raise, I'm stuck above you.
Bring them down. Grenade.
Thanks, man.
Reloading.
I ult. Oh, never mind.
Enemy spotted
Bring them down.
Go get him, buddy.
One enemy remaining.
Dropping
I
spike.
got the spike. Spike planted.
Use first sticky 1v1 who will win a Valorant. You mean like the 1v1 aim map? Or what do you mean?
Ace.
Talk about
Collateral damage. They have
In
courage.
coaching.
No one is
Hello, Spectra. You're top 5 and his top 5 players? It's not really how coaching works, though. I think my decision to work at Boaster for a long time, you know, helped me quite a lot, right?
Can you TP Rebel women?
cover going up.
Where are you?
Up and away. Someone's there.
Mark 2. Bring them down.
Grenade!
Nightmare, take them! Bring them down.
The fuck?
Marked 1.
One here.
Removed. Got your fun hold. My turn.
Reloading.
Oh, above. Killed me. Lane.
Spike down A.
What do you stop going
Last
A every
player
single room? It's
standing.
kind of stupid.
A.
My god, you're aiming today. I'm 2 to 6.
Anyone feeling generous?
I think we go B. We play contact up until here, then just fade dog it. Or just U to a dump site.
Do you want me to just... I can just reveal... I'll reveal A quickly. Can someone drop... Can someone drop me? I'll reveal A quickly and I'll come back.
Teşekkürler. Thank you. Stay focused.
Come B. Gecko, come B. Shift up. Oh, you kind of need your dog.
Where are you?
Nice.
Folded.
Shadows traveling.
Bring them down.
Vigil up top.
Satchel out.
Double still shot.
Face your fear!
Planted. Reloading.
We'll catch them.
Blew him up, Mosh. Reloading.
Bring them down.
2 link.
Spotted B. Blinding.
One enemy remaining.
Just stay there. We'll get to site. Not gonna...
Last player standing.
You should have run. Boş yapmayın. Keep fighting. Rest is overrated.
Thoughts on Frost, the coach, and his style of coaching? I think he's clearly a very good coach. I think that... I'm very curious about the anti-strap kind of quote style. I think there's an interesting nuance about the fact that like a lot of the maps they win consistently are maps where they keep the same comp.
Let's make some chaos.
Whereas the maps that they fuck around on are actually maps they don't actually do as well on. So I would wonder if the wacky comp stuff is
Nice,
a little bit of a
nice.
hindrance at times, but I'm not sure.
Get him.
Drop the spike.
I have the spike.
Wait,
I dropped the spike.
leaving B.
Cover going out.
Leaving B and C. Leaving B and C.
Got him. My ult ready.
Come B, come B, come B, come B.
Bring them down.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
Did I used to be a pro player? No, I played Counter-Strike when I was a kid at tournaments though. How do you win Rumble now as defense? You kind of don't. Like, you just... If the opponent doesn't take it at the start of the round, you can take it, but then it's a bit awkward to keep it. Your thoughts about Cloak? Yeah, Frost on paper seems like the kind of coach that is very good at making teams exceed their expected result. It'd be very curious to see him working with a team that was maybe expected to do better. Like there's two until Frost coaches a team with like S++ players all across the board. It'd be hard to read them, you know what I mean? Like I expect he would do very well in that environment too.
One enemy remaining.
Bring them down.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
But until we know that, it'd be interesting. Like he might be a specialist at helping like those underdog type of teams. But until we see him work with a better team, a team that's like expected to win trophies, then it'd be hard to read that. So what kind of qualities do I think he probably does he have to help lower teams succeed? I think that the qualities would be hard work, would be probably one of the most important things. I think just general leadership and respect. It seems like the players all kind of buy into him. Like he seems very passionate and very hardworking in the sense that like he leads from the front, right?
Spike down A.
Frost is probably top 2 micro understanding I've ever talked to him. 2 micro understanding.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
In terms of what? He has interesting ways that he views the game. But when I think of micro, maybe some of the gameplay stuff, maybe. But certainly when I watch their like lineups and stuff and their kind of big XX stuff, I'm not thinking Boaster levels. Fast doesn't think he's good at macro. I think he's stronger at macro. I think that's probably my read too, to be honest. I would presume he was slightly more macro than micro. Oh, did Chamber just lose?
They are mine.
We've lost like 2 clutches because I go in and it's dying.
Stairs.
Bring them down. Where are you? Enemy spotted A.
Last player
Mark
standing.
3. Gotcha.
Top 3 IGLs at this Masters.
No one beats my fire.
Valen.
I got this.
Can someone buy me, please?
I think Cruz is underrated. But like, Ethan is up there. I think Yampi's good, but there's some big... This tournament will define a lot for him. There's some very big things that I have criticisms over
Sorry.
him about. I feel like Yampy can let the game slip away from him at times. And it's like, he doesn't have...
Yeah, tree lone tree.
I don't know how to explain.
I'll find you.
Enemy spotted A. Dizzy's up top. Reloading.
There are times where like what they start when the game plan starts to fall apart a little bit. The cooling can get very, very bad. But if he's in good momentum and understands how to play against the comp, then he's pretty good.
Reloading.
It's just like I saw too many times in recent days when stress hits the team.
Spike planted.
There's some very basic things against certain comps that you need to do, and he like either forgets them or doesn't know them. So like when you're playing against no Viper on split, for instance, I feel like you should be just taking mid control, and Vitality didn't do that at all in the Heretics game. And then they're also very much focused on the Vice, and then they kept losing track of like all the Vice stuff.
Last player standing.
And I think there's an argument that that's not Yampy's fault necessarily, fully, because like you could argue that if Ethan didn't have the support from Bonker to some degree, and I hate to use this argument because I think that Ethan gets kind of pigeonholed a little bit here, that Ethan might find himself in similar situations.
So we nade these.
Sure. The floor.
There.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
There.
nade off that. So it's gonna bounce.
Okay.
And just leave it. Just go back.
Does he have a clear identity you can see in the way he's I've seen? Who? Who? Oh
Catch
god,
them.
you... There, he blocked the fuck out of me, bro. He didn't run forward.
Smoke man. I don't know why you smoke group, bro.
The fuck?
What the?
Bomb buddy out.
Gonna reveal. Weird.
Where are you?
Oh shit, no, I'm not. Gonna open the door, distraction. Close behind
Spike
rubble.
down A.
Ah,
Oi.
Last
it's so
player
stupid. We
standing.
can't win a 4v2 like that. Who are you asking, Deluxe?
Whatever
Does
happens,
he have a clear
it's
identity
not
the way
you.
he sets up the
Don't
team?
panic.
Frost?
Gambling is bad for your aim.
I think it's Fate.
I think was Fade. I'm not trying to FF.
Me neither. What do you mean? You just said I think it's Fate.
Huh?
Oh, Gecko, bro. He's trolling.
C stabs.
Does he have a gun?
Bring them down.
Jets on.
Last player standing.
110.
Is there a way that Frost sets up
Spike
his
planted.
teams?
Hey, Mini!
Be interesting.
Mini!
Let's reset.
Wow.
Deep breaths and all that.
Are you with Milan in call?
No.
Oh, he DMs me, what fuck?
What? He's showing off that he knows Milan. Is there a way? That's an interesting. Is there a way that Frost sets up his teams?
We'll catch them. Fire in the
My God. Oh, he messaged you. Okay. Fair enough. So why the Frost sets up his teams? Is there a through line between them all? I mean, the through line to me is they always tried to play ahead of the meta. So in Furia, they tried
One
Harbor.
enemy remaining.
In Talon, they were doing some like Yoru Neon stuff very early. In this team, they're running a lot of like heavy Sentinel comps to try and counter double duelist. But I think in a weird way, again, like I have a theory that maybe some of that is sometimes maybe not the reason his teams are successful. He might just be a good coach, and that stuff actually is the kind of
30 seconds left.
you know, he has a very strong vision, and sometimes I feel like having a strong vision and just having people buy into it is more important than actually whatever that vision is.
So,
Maybe.
do we mix it up?
I could be
Double down?
wrong.
Let's
Anyone
talk.
feeling generous?
Maybe he is a genius, and
Teşekkürler.
know.
Thank you.
but right now it seems like those maps where it's a bit more, a little bit more funky, are not the maps they're most successful at. That's why it'd be interesting with more, like, you know, his roster's good, but if there was like a roster where he's expected to go and win some trophies, how would he organize that? Like, would they be more capable to run some of the goofiness, or would he not need to?
Bring them down.
Oh shit.
Face your fear! Nightmare, take them! Mark
Fuck.
2.
I want to reveal.
Does someone stay on A? I'll be left A.
I can't stay, but I'm kind of watching.
Still C.
Yeah, so if you.
Still
My
C.
territory, my rules!
All three.
One
65
enemy
dead
remaining.
Last on side.
Spike down.
find
See
you.
you.
Hesitation is for amateurs. Let's
They
go.
are so dead.
Let's have a look. What comps are they running right now?
Can someone buy me, please?
Like his vision for what is like anti the meta, I think is a little bit different to mine, or at least like ahead of meta. There's a lot of deadlock. It's a little bit of chamber, but not as much as I would hope for like an anti meta.
Oh, you mush!
8-8.
Get out of my way!
2 or 3 A.
I'll find you. Still waiting. Mark 1. Bring them down.
I think it is clear. Oh, one in B.
There.
Oh, it's you. Fuck me.
C, 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 I think. C, pounding C.
Spike planted.
Bring them down.
One's late.
80.
Take hold.
One enemy remaining.
Last guy was late. Like out here. Come in mind. Defuse, bro. I like this gun. Prelude to Chaos. I think this would be my skin when I get it in my shop.
Beep, beep, beep. Enough of that.
I think that's a good
I
that's a
opened
good
their
way
minds.
to put it.
Find the weakness.
Hedges. He builds great foundations for his team. I think he fancies himself as a macro coach, but he always gets the fundamentals down first, and the comps are kind of ancillary. I think that's the way I would read it. I think fundamentally, I think he's just a very good coach. And I think that the extra stuff, there's some interesting stuff there for sure. But I think the fact he's able to get a lot of those foundations down are his strengths. I also agree with that. One of the things I got in my notes for them,
Catch them.
for, you know, the desk is is having to play 10 different agents, hurting them, you know?
Up you go.
Where are you?
Info. Yeah, step.
Nothing A, nothing A.
I felt.
See.
Like my approach, that's why Lev GE is such an interesting matchup because it's completely different philosophies when it comes to that stuff. Lev is the
Okay, last you'll see.
do one kick 1,000
enemy
times
remaining.
type of team, and GE is like
This suit is running.
let's try and learn a lot of different kicks kind of team. I mean, Lev will do the same things over and over again and get really good.
Says their bullets tickle.
They won't put their players in any stressful positions where they have to make many decisions. They have like very set protocols, very set structure, very strat heavy. And GE are a little bit more, a tiny bit looser, or a little bit looser, a little bit more fundamentals focused. But there's this like game plan-y kind of like trying to play, changing their mode a lot, you know?
Fade A.
It's the kind of style you'd expect
That's
from a
okay.
more mature team.
Where are you?
That's crazy. Oh, what am I doing?
Ace is one.
The thing is that I'm trying to speak about this stuff out loud, so I'm used to just talking about it, because obviously I got to do desk in 3 days or 2 days. Hoping I'm not getting clip farmed out of context or something. Did you see the C9 Russell
I'll
news?
take it.
Is there more news?
Yeah, honestly.
Dizzy's up.
How many? Is it just one?
Spike planted.
Yeah. I felt.
Yeah, we gotta be quick, bro.
I'm ulting CT. I'm just
See my
getting there.
notes for GE.
Saw you, little homie. That's as far as she goes.
Last player standing.
Let us see what they have planned for us this
I actually
time.
need to watch more of them. Let's watch a little bit more of them, to be honest. Breeze, their defense, they leave Pat on an island a lot on their Breeze defense on B, which is kind of bad because they don't have a retake comp, and B is quite hard to retake, I feel like. Pearl, they were good, but they were playing Paper Rex, who were
Where
like
are
basically, they were just able to stack Paper Rex the entire time because they just had reads all the time.
Take hold.
Mosh pit.
Jet on A.
Oh my god.
Fire in the hole! No charges. Bring them down. My territory.
Hey guys.
My rules.
Reloading. Stealing sight.
Bring them down.
No, B.
Oh.
Here. Reloading.
Eagedeler.
Shadows.
Link
Spike
40.
down B.
Go get him.
One enemy remaining.
Last on main. Just be together.
Nice guys.
Sweet dreams, asshole.
GRG upset will
Match point.
feed me.
Can I get a
Has TMV
You buy me a phantom, so
changed your opinion on VGuard? Not really. I don't think so. I still think that I followed Vukashu for a long time. Like I followed him since 2022. I've seen his trajectory. He will be one of the very few players who has had a drastic improvement if he is as good as TMV thinks. Like he was a great player. But usually like well, he was a very good player. Great might be overstaying. Great. Very, very good. Great to me is like an alpha, you know?
In B.
Take hold. No charges. I'll find you. Gotcha, fun. My turn.
One
One
enemy
tree.
remaining.
Tree.
Bring them down. them down. Satchel out.
We've lost.
My ult's ready.
Let's go, GG. Milan's the goat.
Defenders win.
Done. The
GG.
nightmare is over. For them at least.
Yeah, Vukashu. So to me, Vukashu is a very, very good player who I think one of the things I probably wasn't getting across is that playing in a team where you are able to have the freedom of being a star player is a lot easier to impress on than a team in which you are not. And I know that TMV's argument is that it's harder for him because his teammates aren't as good. But I think that I think it's almost like an opposite sometimes. I think for Pat, it's easier to do what he's doing on GE. And again, like, I'm not trying to discredit Pat. I think he's one of the best players in the world right now. But it's a lot easier to do it on GE because he is able to have that space and the kind of confidence. He knows he is better, if that makes sense. Like, there is absolutely no pressure on Vukashu playing, you know what I mean? Are you playing as well? Deluxe, I don't know how this works. Can we play with 3? I don't know. Thoughts on Glyph getting benched on mates? I think that he wasn't. There was clearly some problems, right? He was playing Astra all at Santiago, all at kickoff, and then they seemed to think that because he was on Astra, he wasn't performing as well, and then switched him more to like more comfortable fragging smokes roles, and then he still wasn't doing that well. So I think that some of the mates fans are a bit disappointed by him being removed. But I think that, unfortunately, there's a lot of potential on the team. And it's rough for an import to get kicked, to be honest.
Match found.
I think that it's kind of justified in a way. I think they might be keeping... If they're keeping Beepo on Senti, it's very interesting.
Take a seat.
It looked like they were playing some games recently where Mini was playing Duelist or something. I think whatever happens with that team is like, who can they get to replace a player? If they can get like an S++ tier like rookie player to come in, that will probably determine their roster decisions. Someone else had a good question, actually, that I was thinking about. What do you think Heretics' biggest strengths and weaknesses are? Heretics' strengths are their vibes and collectiveness as a team is very strong. Although I think that in a weird way, that usually implies that when stuff gets tough, it's a lot easier for the team to perform. But I do think that there are stressors that happen to them that they haven't got over. Like, they have had enough experience at this point to not crumble. And I still get the sense that they are capable of crumbling. I think this tournament is a massive one to see if they have gotten over that hurdle or not. Like, I don't want to see a Team Heretic start losing a third map to a team and then just disconnect from the server, you know, and look like they're overcomming each other. Like, I think the comms are a really good place to look at sometimes where they are a little bit manic. I think the other strengths are Brians, Koshmaras. They have good players. I think Benji's like an anchor for the team. Like, he's like the leader of the team almost, even though Boo's the IGL. If that makes sense. What Aspas was saying recently about we don't have a leader on the team, I think that applies it's a really good example with Team Heretics,
Careful now.
where Benji is. Oh, he is close, man. Okay, how many different mistakes is Red? I've walked into a trip that's completely fucked us. My molly is missed. My bad, I fucked us up completely.
In the wild, fire means life. You be fire, Phoenix.
Yeah, so Heretics individuals, Rians. I think that in this year with this meta, they struggled to adapt to the pace and the kind of style of play, not having two initiators. But Koshmara's joining the team has like shifted that a little bit, and I think that Boo's getting better at dealing with it.
Shadows traveling.
Scanning ahead.
Cover going out.
Flash! Flag planted.
Nice, bro.
Last player standing.
So close. Other weaknesses for Team Heretics. I mean, expectations are a big thing.
Even with numbers, anything can still happen. Remember that.
It looks like stuff is kind of figuring itself out for them. Woot can play Phoenix. Koshmaras might be on Neon, which is a weakness this tournament. And that's a big question mark. Some of the flexibility in comps, like they like to run double Judas Lotus, which I really don't like. Like they struggle to play comps that have smokes, Sentinel, and second smokes on.
Cover going out.
Enemy spotted mid.
No, you
Had your fun. My turn. Enemy kill.
Going up. Reloading.
Here.
Careful now. Scouts down.
Let's go B. Chambers market though. Like a flash. Wait.
Revealing
Flashing.
area.
Flash. Shadows traveling. Spike planted. Reloading.
Someone's one shot, so just you two. One I'm playing.
Have a flashing?
Watch your eyes. Come on, let's go. Blinding.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
They're in for a rude awakening.
Can someone get this? Thank you.
Other weaknesses for Team Heretics. I think I covered it really. They don't really have a player who takes over the op as much. Like
I'll clip that jet
that's
swing.
maybe a problem. Woot is like their best opper maybe. He doesn't really play op agents.
Revealing area.
Flexibility in the comps? Really? I think that they play too much Cypher is a
You
problem.
fought well.
Like, I think the EMEA is way too Cypher
Last player
players.
standing. Spike down mid.
They really have 3 waiting mid.
New fight, new tactics. Keep it fresh, yeah.
Need a drop.
Give me more, guys. Keep asking me questions about London. I need to pretend I'm on desk. Emir doesn't believe in Vice. Vitality believe it a little bit. Vitality are the most
Eyes up.
likely to copy Americas in terms of both Breeze, Lotus, Ascent. They played some Vice too. That might be a hangover from Scut
Phoenix on B. They smoked mid out.
Right here.
on Vitality, on Fnatic, sorry.
Shot here. Here. Reloading.
He's just in the smoke for some reason.
Gun here.
But even then, like, Chronicle doesn't look fully comfortable on Senti at the moment. And that's a big question mark for Vitality. Milan Dono Award? Where's Milan Dono?
I can't.
Would you say TH had good player quality? I think that if they were to explode right now, who would I want on their team? Koshmaras and Rians and Woot.
Yo!
Benji is an extreme, like, he's an IGL, a future IGL type player.
Watch your eyes!
Yes, the player quality on Heretics is good. Woot is in my top 15 players the event. Koshmaras would be,
Dude, last 2 A short.
and Rians is Rians.
Chamber at 60.
One enemy remaining.
You can kill him. Hunt him.
Kosh, the thing about Woot is he's the find an agent that he can play.
Thrifty.
Like, he's in form with the Phoenix and shit. Benji's very good, but he's more of a...
Someone get this? Thank you.
His form recently has been very good. He's more of a playoffs player. He's the biggest playoffs player when it comes to Heretics in general. And so whenever they hit playoffs, like, he's usually the one performing the best. I think overall he is, in terms of non-IGLs, he's probably like their least not consistent, but the one you expect the least from, I'd say, which isn't really that big a thing to say considering the players they have on their team, in my opinion.
Careful now.
I boost you mini.
Barrier here.
Shit.
Oh, then fuck up.
Hey, close that, just smoke CT.
Going up.
Someone's in defender spot.
Flash.
Enemy spot.
Hold on site, hold on site.
No charges left. Pitiful.
Yes.
One market, one CT.
Spike planted.
One enemy remaining.
Down. Enemy spot.
Flawless.
Are you worried about G2 going in playoffs and not group one at a time? I mean,
We get a pick. We move in. Got it?
G2 are the type of team who do better with more time they have, because they can define their identity on maps that they're bad on, and they're going to come out with good stuff, or hopefully good stuff. The only worry would be that they can sometimes have bad reads, but it's usually that they have bad reads at the start of splits and not tournaments. Although
Even fight?
Toronto, they started off playing Breach on Lotus and Split, and that was kind of bad.
Cover going out.
What am I doing? What am I doing? Like, I know what he's doing, and I'm just trying to stand there still.
Oh man, can you flash close?
Here.
I have no flash.
Who doesn't play Phoenix? I thought he was playing Phoenix.
One more backside.
Cover going out.
He played a couple of games of Phoenix. I think that's my argument, is that
Spike down B.
he's going to be good on
I have the
Phoenix.
spike.
His Jet is whatever. I think that Kosh should be on Neon or Jet, and then Woot should be on Raze or Phoenix. His Raze is extremely good.
Nowhere
He played on the
to
2 maps
run!
they lost. It doesn't matter. It literally-
One enemy remaining.
Like, that's like, Phoenix is too good in this meta to ignore
Plant.
completely.
My
He
ult
is
is
not
ready.
Jing on Raze.
Deploying
But
drone.
if he's playing Raze and Phoenix as his agent pool, I think that is very strong for him. Didn't he play Phoenix Haven against KC or something?
It was
Was
you,
that
Warner.
one of the maps?
Once more into battle. I'm not tired.
Yeah, I mean, KC are literally gods of Haven, so it's fine. And Pro versus Eternal Fire.
Did they just like
And that was when they played Chamber, right? There wasn't Kosh on Chamber in that game? If so, then I think that I've made the strongest argument in the world. Oh, he wasn't? Okay.
Let me buy someone. Sage, let me buy you.
I had 85.
Neon Phoenix, okay. Well, that's a fair loss. I think
Get out of my way.
EMEA fucking...
My ultimate's ready.
Spike. Come on, let's go.
Watch your eyes.
Could be here.
Blocking sight.
What?
Close left.
Spike down B.
Careful now. Got Spike. Flash.
Oh, I missed that.
Glove market.
I'm gonna plan to save because Jet.
You had your fun.
Last
Oh, he's out.
player standing.
Oh, I could hear him dash, but I thought he just dashed. Babe. I guess that's my bad again.
Prepare yourselves.
Please read my message. Now that tier 2 teams could qualify to champs, do you think there'll be anyone? If yes, who? I don't think so.
I need a drop. Cheers.
Ask me more about London. In terms of firepower, APAC, Americas, China, EMEA.
This is gonna be fun.
China over.
Flash. Revealing. Careful now.
Take flight.
I think it's so hard to judge firepower. I don't think I'd agree
No
with
charges
that.
left. Going up.
Blocking sight.
Enemy spotted.
One lane, one
Flash.
Spike reloading.
He's removing like from me.
Spike down B.
APAC over Americas over China over EMEA.
Shot
There's
down.
two on site already.
I mean, DRG alone kind
One
of really don't
enemy
have the
remaining.
argument.
My ultimate is ready.
Because like 3 or 4 no, there's 2. No, the consistency in terms of the players in China, there's no way they have better firepower than any other region.
It's under me.
Here.
There's no way. I don't buy that.
B, right here.
Where do you stand on Raga as a duelist? I think that the narrative for him is that he has an extremely good aim style. It's beautiful to watch, but he's only able to perform at a high level right now domestically. When he is one of the few players that I think there is a genuine narrative for him struggling at global events. And I don't know what that is. Maybe it's just his team not being as good comparatively at globals, or he is struggling individually and gets nervous or something. I don't know. But he to me is the strongest example between regional play and
Omen,
global play.
you are a force of nature.
I think that him having to play Neon and now getting to play the
Someone
Jet is an opportunity for him to disprove that narrative for sure.
Good job, Omen.
And the fact that, yeah. Actually, I don't have an extra thing.
Thank you.
Is that impression left foot and force very similar type of teams? Nope. Nope.
Let us hunt.
No. No. Very, very different. Very different. I think you got 3 very, very different teams there. And I can explain in a sec.
Plant the spike.
Going up. Cover going out.
I want to flash.
Shot down.
Why is the door not fucking closing?
Grounded.
Where are you having?
Spike planted. Careful now.
One enemy remaining.
Nice, boys.
It is done.
Okay, what's the difference between... So what is the difference between Lev, Foot, and Full Sense? I think that
Block it out, Omen.
Full Sense and Foot are the most comparable. Lev to me very different. Lev are a coach IGO duo with the coach implementing a lot of structure and set strats. Lots and lots and lots and lots of strats. Everything strat. the key weakness to that is that they do the same ults over and over
Let me
again,
show you how
which
the boss
they get
does
annoyed by. But I think fundamentally, at least they have some fucking ult strats. Most teams don't.
You want to play? Let's
A lot of
play.
team.
Careful now.
What am I doing again? I'd rather have some set ult strats that are readable than not have a strat, and they can just change them. I think.
Shadows traveling.
Flying.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Revealing area. Enemy
Chamber
spotted
A,
B.
short.
2 CT.
Flag planted. Shot down.
Going up.
Last player standing.
What are you doing? My ultimate's ready.
Oh, I could feel it. So Lev are entirely basis set strats, but very good set strats. Not this kind of like old school Vision Strikers style. It's a very, it's a bit like Fnatic,
Last round.
old
before the
Fnatic
switch.
when I was coaching on some maps, but probably even more less defaulty. A little bit more protocol, like very high, like lots of protocols, lots of set strats. Their defense system makes a lot of sense. Lots of traps, aggression, very well thought out defense where like they're gonna trap you one side of the map, the chamber's gonna be the other side of the map. It's very methodical. There are some maps where I have some issues with, but overall
into the
extremely
unknown.
strong. The difference between them, Full Sense and Foot, is that I think
Watch your eyes.
why do I keep doing it every round? I'm just doing it. For some reason in my head, I'm thinking
got
that
the spike.
Full Sets are a little bit more mid-roundy in a way.
Last player
Like
standing.
Cruz is the coach in some respects, and it feels like he is the person making everything, and the person who's like understanding, if that makes sense. He's the one who is. It's his vision. It feels like, and it feels very. A bit more balanced in terms of set strat versus kind of defaulting out. From what I remember, without looking at my notes, it's a little bit more defaulty
Switching
than
sides.
What will
Lev.
it be this time?
A lot more
Any
defaulty,
patterns
not
emerging?
not super set strat style. I think them and Foot are able to play an aggressive style though, and Foot is Foot could be set strat, but you wouldn't know it in a weird way.
One way.
There are some maps where it seems very. It's a bit more balanced for sure. Like Ascent is a map that they're strong at, and it doesn't feel like they're doing set strats over and over again. But they do have they've obviously talked through their kind of layering. There are quite a lot of rushing with SOP though.
Flash.
3B man. 3B guys.
There's a gap. Sorry. Shot.
Watch your eyes.
Why am I dead?
Come on, drop.
Only 2 sides left.
Oh, I'm so bad. It's ludicrous. Foot are
One
the
enemy remaining.
stereotypical
Last
Turkish
player
team.
standing.
I think them and Full Sense are very similar in the sense that their team is one player at the forefront, SOP and Premi. I don't think SOP carries Foot as hard as Premi carries Full Sense, but I think there is a similar dynamic there, for sure. SOP can go a little bit quieter, and then, you know, some games Sociable is even stepping up to own it. And also Yetouche. Yeah, for me, Foot is like, hey, we're Turkish, let's play double duelist and run at them. And it seems to be working very well.
Reloading.
The problem with their 2 duelist style is that Zeus is not playing well on the Phoenix though, and looks much better on Waylay in a weird way. Underestimate Kahlua and Jit Boys? I don't think I'm underestimating them. I think it's more just like that's like saying if you had the analysis that Foot are just SOP,
They smoke tree.
then I would say you're underestimating Yetoche and Sociable maybe. But I just think that Primi is Primi, you know what I mean? That's all I mean by it.
Reloading.
Enemy spotted A. Reloading.
Last player standing.
Brother.
Spike planted.
Do you like horror movies? No. I think Zeus is X Factor. No. I think if X Factor means
What do you say, drone?
if
Ready
X
to
Factor
stretch the
means no, like I don't mean like Zeus has really not been an X Factor. To me, an X Factor is someone who is star player. Zeus has not been delivering anywhere near as much as what he should be. Like the Zeus that I was promised is not Zeusing right now. On Waylay, he has had some monster games. On the Phoenix, it just feels a bit flat to me.
It's quite on it.
Mid of that one.
Drone B.
Careful now.
They smoked the tree.
Okay.
I wall they off. Cheat over to B. Just cheat B, cheat B.
Nice, bro.
Spike down mid.
What am I
One
doing?
enemy remaining. A.
Nice, bro.
I know what must be done.
Reloading.
Yeah, Foot. I think in terms of mid rounding, I think that Lev are capable of it, but usually don't rely on it. I think that Foot are capable of it, but usually just run it down a little bit. And Full Sense are the ones most likely, in a weird way, to do a bit of mid rounding. I could be wrong. B lots.
Careful now.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Can't be split. They smoked mid.
You guys.
Two out.
Flash.
Spike down B.
Minus 100 on Phoenix. Minus 50 Phoenix.
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted.
Last player standing.
80 on Phoenix.
Is there a new map launching in London or Agent? I don't know.
I'll outshine all their radiance.
You just played one counter. I might have been playing Counter-Strike too much. Do you also think that people on clutches don't jump and jiggle peek enough? I've never had that read.
This one's for the fam back home.
Already through.
Sage, take my gun.
Trying to pay for you. At least 3A. The droned already.
One top mid, jet. Wow. Server and jet mid.
Care flash.
Yeah, Leon T, gonna hold it.
One cat one. I think they're gonna burst
Holding me.
forward.
They're holding me. They're holding me.
Lots mid.
Careful now. Enemy spotted.
They're coming close. I can flash.
Just left.
Going up!
30 seconds left. Last player
First two.
standing.
What am I doing?
Spike planted.
If you're not
Do you
a
have
good shot
early
today,
London
don't
predictions?
worry.
Like what?
There
What's
are
you?
other ways to be
What?
useful.
I just did it. What? Like what? I've not done a video or anything, no. I did a 3-hour podcast the other day, though. If you want to go watch that.
Never lose sight.
Phoenix Lotus? No. I think Vice Viper is too good.
Careful now. Watch your eyes.
One B man, Phoenix B man.
Smoke mid.
Right here.
They smoked tree. Might be getting inserted A short when you leave.
2 B men running away.
Free 2 mid.
I'm just inting
Last
her.
player standing.
Gonna.
Ask me more about London, please. Who's running Phoenix on Lotus? I haven't seen it. I literally haven't seen a probe team run Phoenix on Lotus.
Only bright enough for me.
Ask more about London. EDG, you think? He's running Phoenix on Lotus. Thoughts on this Frost interview quote? Can you tell me where that's from?
Flash.
Oh my god, I've whiffed.
Flash.
God.
Joke's over. You're dead now.
Flash going there.
Going up.
That lane, guys.
You had your
One more
fun.
out lane, one more out lane.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
No, minus 140.
Last player standing. Ace.
That's rough.
Bro, did
It's from
Jet even ask
Spike
me
too?
for a heal?
Match
I thought he was
point.
holding CT. He leaves, this is like spawn.
Breaks, the rest will follow.
I don't have a push to talk. Sorry. He thinks if they can't beat Lev, they don't deserve to be there. I would agree. The fact that, like, if they think that their style is completely anti-strat heavy and they can't beat Lev, who have, like, a weak and shit, I kind of agree. But, like, at the same time, I'm like, I don't think he understands. Like, I think their firepower Lev is ludicrously high.
Flash.
Like, ludicrously high. Breaking woman.
They split A last time they did this.
1 through mid.
My ult's ready.
Spike down
Could
mid.
be behind you. CT. Watch out, CT.
One mid, one mid, one mid. Okay, is out. Pass the door.
One behind me. Garden.
You want to play? Let's play.
Last player standing.
Love A short.
Spike planted. One enemy
Get out
remaining.
here. Careful now.
Attackers win.
Frost would have said that for any team bar energy in the Swiss stage. For teams like Lev, where the roles might be weird for Vice Viper, should they just run Chamber over Vice or double Judas? They could just run Chamber on Lotus, yeah. I matchmake? Oh. What has to happen for China to be good in London? I think EDG have to be in complete form and come out with some ideas on maps that are like, either their form has to be so good that some of the map theory doesn't matter, or they need to have gone to the drawing board over the amount of like loads of weeks they've got to actually have added some stuff that is a bit better. On Fracture defense, for instance, they literally have it as a protocol to not push out flanks despite clearing flanks. And Fracture is all about pushing out. And so to me, I'm just like, how can the thing on the map that is supposed to be, in my opinion, the bread and butter on the map, the underpinning of the map, be literally the opposite way that they want to play the map? To me, that is crazy. EDG Fracture defense used to be so good, no? I felt like they used to be very much run it down, pushing out and stuff, but now they like sometimes will push out but won't flank. They'll clear out A main, they'll have a 3, like in their default, you know, like the kind of traditional EG style default where there's 3 near A main, 2 on B. And then you, as soon as you hear a noise towards B, you prowler at A main and you push out A main and flank. They do the prowler at A main and then just flood CT.
Match found.
Or if there was a round where like Kong Kong actually pushed out stairs to flank A, and he just runs back all the way back up the stairs, all the way back way through CT. And it's just like, I don't really understand like how... On any other map, if they had map priority to push out of a space, they would actually push out. But it seems like on Fracture, they for some reason have had this like really bad read that they shouldn't. Have Frost and a retooled roster made global truly global?
This killing is terrible business, but I always say, if I must do something, be the best.
That's a good quote. I think it's a great matchup for us. I think Lev is the best mechanical team in Americas, but I think Pacific is also the best mechanical region. I think that the teams we play against the regular are stronger than Lev, but if we can't beat Lev, I don't think we deserve Masters. Okay, that's a good quote. Okay, that's why global events are so important, right? Because my read is that Lev are just better in terms of mechanical, in terms of firepower. I don't think you could put many GE players on Lev as a replacement, if that makes sense. The strength of GE is going to come from other things, not the firepower in that matchup, in my opinion. I think that's maybe what he's saying, though. Coming to A. B's faster. One at B main.
I smoke B main.
104 mix, but he's healing.
Probably going back, to be honest.
Grenade!
Mix has like 70 HP probably.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Spike. Last guy was B main.
Hold it. I'm still hungry. Gonna hear.
Yeah, G's unorthodox style keeps an edge, yeah. Well, again, I don't know if that is like again. I don't know. Unorthodox, sure. Breeze is unorthodox. But once they find something that works, they're usually good once they keep that style. Like their Breeze comp is actually good. I think on some of the maps, I don't agree with some of the stuff. I don't know. There's a lot of Deadlock killing. I think Deadlock is very good against Pacifics, though. As opposed to, I think they struggle more against other regions. Especially Americas, maybe?
Reloading.
Satchel out.
Walk up with me.
One enemy remaining.
Deadlock is like, I don't know.
Their teeth will chatter in the
Shorty Shade's just better than Deadlock. I prefer Sage, yeah. I think Vitality won't be able to perform good at all in London. That's my take from what I see in DRG or ecosystem, but I good. Same goes for Vitality. This shit's hard for Vitality. Even clear the group stage. I think that if Vitality have a tough time against DRG, then blow up the roster. I don't want to. I'm not gonna nade. I'm not gonna nade. I'm too late, sir.
We'll catch them.
On A reveal.
I'm talking way too much.
Satchel out.
No one B, no one B.
Like there are
Oh,
some
okay.
like if the like Vitality should not like it should be a statement game for Vitality.
Full siege.
I'm gonna be late. Bye.
Bomb buddy out.
Spike planted.
That's great.
Drop in a
One B main, one A main, sorry. Ah, he's got work level. Vitality is still a team that is
Satisfying.
expected to do well. Like in terms of internal expectations
Standing.
and what the roster is built for, I cannot excuse that. You know what I mean? I know that the general sentiment about the team is
So,
like even
we
on Pack
have to
Chat we
kill
put
my
them as
double.
8th, which I think is still a little bit low. But also at the same time, internally, that is not high enough for this team. The players on the team, the coaching staff, and the resources they have, 8th place is not good enough. If they don't make top 4, then I think that they are failing. I thought they needed to win a trophy this year, to be honest. But less than top 4 is failing, for sure. And so if they can't smash DRG, who I think are the worst team at the event,
Some B.
then issues.
Oh, something.
grenade. Take hold. Bomb buddy out. Where are you?
They stopped. They baited our Yuto.
I'm gonna probably B.
Out of charges. Bring them down.
Are they?
Satchel out.
Nothing B, man.
Satchel out.
Spike planted.
Smoke. Hey, man.
Last player standing.
This side.
Chamber 2 L.
For fuck's sake. You stop dying! Fukashi breaks the kill record for the win. Russian diff. Like, if Fukashi can diff the entirety of Vitality, I'd be like genuinely like, then that's mental. Is there a chance for XRG to win against NRG? It's Barlow's Law, I think. I think it's 75-25, yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Vamos, gente.
Yeah, of course, at the same time, that's a big narrative here too. I don't think DRG should have any pressure going into this game at all. I think if anything, they should be treating this like they are the underdogs, and I'm hoping that they're allowed to. I don't know what the vibes are when it comes to their org and expectations, but I'm hoping that they're allowed to just be the underdogs because that is the vibe. Vitality, on the other hand,
Spike
they
planted.
know what the expectations are for their team. As players, as a team, like they're expecting, like DRG haven't won a map, have they, at a tournament? You got motherfuckers winning trophies left, right, and center on Vitality.
Last player standing.
I'm the last thing they'll see before they die.
To me, setting up Vitality for the tournament is like the DRG game should almost be like we're setting up Vitality for how deep could they go, not can they beat DRG. I think anyone that's doubting Vitality, I think there are some reasons why.
Right.
There are some reasons why you can doubt, for sure. But I think that the trajectory they're on has been missed by a lot of viewers. The uptick in trajectory.
Here comes the party!
For fuck's sake, he went down the rope. Could be B. I think it's fake,
Spike
right?
planted.
Satchel out.
For fuck's sake, man.
Last
They just
player
faked
standing.
it again. Their group stage was horrible. They got memed on. They decided to lock in and actually listen to Yampi. Decided to actually add some defense structure and actually play with structure rather than play just random looseness. They seem to all agree and be on the same page now. And so the time they've got to fix their shit, I think, is going to be good for them. It feels like the philosophy and the actual plan has been put in place and they got something to build off of. I think that they are the team with the most amount, like the most potential to improve at this event and to surprise because of that. I think that those that weren't paying close attention will be very surprised if that is the case. But I think that there are some easy narrative building there for that stuff, you know. And then at the same time, they got players on their team who are like bright lights players, right? Like they're not players who should be just, you know.
2 at least. Chamber and Reyna 3.
Face your fear! Bomb buddy out.
Wait, they backed out already.
Sorry, they like stunned me, I think.
No peeking.
Spike planted.
I thought that thing was gonna stun me, so I didn't go out.
Still inside.
Oh, I hate 175. Oh, my nade was to hit. Actually do anything.
One enemy remaining.
Nice shot. Actually, it always loses to teams like these, and DRG have locked in. They've given up all recent tournaments to train for this international, and Vita have so many blind spots that DRG individual high with WK can destroy. I think that DRG's best chance to beat Vitality is to WK them.
My ult is ready.
DRG don't WK nearly enough to do so. Though.
We should win.
I think that they actually tried to play a little bit too methodical at times, and their best chance is to WK. I think you're right. I think that anyone who thinks that DRG are close to Vitality in terms of actual skill level have lost their minds, though. Can I get a drop, please?
Thanks.
It will be a massive upset if Vitality lose. You see Imia placing at this event.
You want to play? Let's play.
Average. Like an average.
Listen to this!
There's potential, for sure. Like, Heretics and Vitality have potential. I think Foot as well, they could surprise a little bit, but like, I don't expect them to go deep.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Oops, sorry, I'm late.
It's not seized. I prowler.
Bring them down.
See ya.
Sorry for the late notice.
You know, I could.
Life is a top 2 player at Masters London.
Bullets are quicker.
No, he's not. No, he's not. The story for Life is in 2022, I thought that he was the challenger to Kong Kong. I thought him and Kong Kong were the 2 best players in China by far. And I thought it's going to be him and Kong Kong battling it out to prove who was going to be the greatest of all time. Life decided to go on the worst trajectory I've ever seen, and recently, you know, joined this team and they qualify, fair enough, but he still has not been very good. His best chance is the fact that he is now able to play his Jet, which is when I thought he was extremely good.
I'll find you.
Spike down B. Last player standing.
But with that
One
being
enemy
said,
remaining.
I don't see it. There is potential. He has the potential to pop off with the Jet. I don't care about his
Drop in a smoke.
I think Happy Way is the best player in China. Yes. Who would it be the best matchups for Heretics in playoffs? It's probably map pool
30
dependent.
seconds left. Clutch.
Not today.
It'll be
not
map pool
tomorrow,
dependent.
Not
Um,
ever. I did.
on the
Again,
surface,
their fear is a track, and the track is fresh.
I mean, it depends who you think's getting to that point, I guess. It's really difficult. Because obviously some of the Chinese teams... I think Happy Way is the most consistent player in China the past year or two. For the past 2 years, I think I'd put my money on Happy Way. I think that Kong Kong is the one who's got the biggest eyes on him right now, especially with this meta changing. And Chi-Chu historically has been that player. But I think in the past 2 years, since EDG's victory, since the first trophy of China, since the only trophy of China, I think it has been Happy
Spike
Way
down
who
A.
has impressed me the most.
One enemy remaining.
Well, this suit is ruined.
It seems like every time I go to the China stats page, he is at the top on a role that shouldn't be doing as well as he is. And he doesn't have the same team as like EDG does. Like Chi-Chu was popping off more when his team were doing really good, you know. Heretics right now with what we're doing, like the 2 or 3 or 4 teams they probably think will qualify. This is where me and Sticky disagree. I would rather add stuff to my team than to focus on the opponents that you don't even know who they might be. It depends how you anti-strat, but I get very specific in my anti-strats where I don't want to start prepping for teams I don't know with strats I don't know, because they're probably going to change their strats, right? Locksmith.
I have them.
It feels like an inefficient usage of your time to, again, prepare for teams you don't know you're going to play, or teams that are likely to change their strats. Instead, I'd rather use that time to get better, to add structure, to focus on the weak maps, and then once we get closer to the tournament and we feel more confident in our maps, then we start looking at who's winning and start looking at their actual game, you know? Otherwise, you're anti-stratting in the dark on both fronts. You're anti-stratting in the dark from the point of view that you don't know who you're playing, and literally their playbook.
Spike planted.
There's been so many times I anti-strat an event, and then they come out with a completely new playbook in my first game, and I'm like, well, that was a fucking waste of time. Or just a new comp that's completely different to the one they played before, you know?
Parasite.
Mad-on Harbor is still weird for me. I agree, but their theory is probably the best in the world. And Mada looked relatively... But then you look very stupid, they don't change their strats. No, you don't, because you literally do your homework closer to the point in which you do it. So the question was, Heretics, who are a first seed in the playoffs already, who get to sit there and wait and watch teams play, should they start doing their homework now? I don't think so. I think they start doing their homework as soon as this tournament starts and you start getting a read on, okay, these teams are looking quite good.
Spend those credits
I think you do a
before we lose.
tiny bit of homework, making sure you're watching the games of the teams that are doing well. And then once you know who you're playing, that's when I all in on the strategy. The anti-strats, you know.
Reloading.
I personally have only ever anti-stratted once the match is locked. I can see an argument to do it slightly before. I wouldn't do it 6 weeks in advance if it's a completely new meta. if it's Lev we're talking about, there's an argument to be made where it might be a good idea because they don't change stuff sometimes. And but again, I don't want to be inefficient with my time.
Grenade! Satchel out. Face your fear! Satchel out.
Really?
He dashed back. He dashed back.
Reloading. Bring them down.
Chamber Mel. Guys, watch out. Chamber at Mel room, guys.
Next.
Pardon me? Could be more Mel room. I'm not watching Mel, boys. I couldn't have been more explicit.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
You think Jet, Asher, Neon?
No peeking.
What? Asher, Neon, Jet. What are you talking about?
Enemy spotted. B.
Oh, I would bet money on
Last
Team
player
Heretics changing
standing.
comps on Breeze.
I shot somebody.
What? Why? Why?
One enemy remaining.
I personally think their Breeze comp is okay. I think that there's some stuff that they probably need to work on. I think they should have won that game against Vitality
Well, that's
on
just
Breeze. I
grand.
think they threw at the end. That guy would have won if he didn't try and break the thing with me.
Switching sides.
Ask me more questions about London, guys.
Rimfire, let's
Stop
not
asking me easy questions as well. Ask me some hard questions.
Reloading.
Give me some teams that people won't know about. Give me some actual questions.
There.
No, I'm not going to answer Veto Chamber Fracture. No, actual good questions about the Swiss stage. Do you think Spirits 1 could be a game changer and make DRG go far? I think that Spirits is, in a weird way, the identity of their team, considering the fact that he is on Waylay quite a lot right now.
We found one. I'll find
I think that their current style is a Waylay, and I think that it is a genuine strength for them. I know that
Spike down mid.
I know the
Last
narrative is
player
that this is a
standing.
Phoenix meta, and so it's going to be weird because ideally it should be Waylay Phoenix if they're going to run the Waylay. But right now, the way they play is obviously Vukashu's on that weak side of the map, and then their Waylay could be on the strong side of the map. And so they can do lots of aggro plays and lots of trap plays with that Waylay, and they look pretty good, and their retakes with it look pretty good, especially on Haven. I think Haven's where their Waylay looks best. The problem with that style, though, is that Waylay isn't good on some of the maps, and you can't run that style on every map. So the interesting thing for me is, like, what are they going to actually double Judas pair with? I don't think Spirits is the difference maker, but he has potential.
My city
He has
needs me.
potential.
I can't be away for long. Let's end this quick.
I think that's the weird thing about their team. There's a lot of potential. Like, if Life and Spirit can show up on, say, like, a Jet Phoenix combo or a Jet Waylay combo, it does make things a lot more interesting. But right now, they haven't been consistently good.
I'll find you.
Chamber A. Oh shit.
Bring them down.
These are rafters, I think.
Left side.
There.
Mix is backside. Or back up.
I'm gonna dash on him. No, no, no.
Two, wait, wait, wait.
Last player standing.
He's a Euro merchant through and through. Spirits isn't. No. He's not a Euro merchant. His Euro stats are just as like comparable to his Wele stats. If not, his Wele stats might be better. I heard this a couple of times that he's a Euro merchant. I actually think his Wele is not bad. It's just
How they play in A?
they don't do it enough. Like
I wanna push them
Haven,
in.
they have some really nice stuff on Haven. If they're able to put that stuff on other maps, it'd be great. The thing is that you can't do that on a lot of the wide maps. You can't do the traps in the same way. Can someone ask? I can't go up to my chat and read more. Chamberman.
No colors.
get him.
Go.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Shit. Could have pushed B man. Dead.
Snuff out.
Can you wrap CT?
Spike down A.
Go CT right now.
Never mind.
Last player standing.
Your hot take is Forsaken's going to be the best Neon in the event. That's a very hot take because no one's going to play Neon. I actually don't think that's a hot take because there's going to be like 2 people playing Neon the whole event.
There.
No peeking.
Do you think Heretic has a chance to win the whole thing? Like,
30 seconds
let's
left.
get more specific. Spirits used to be the best Euro in China. Well, I mean, that's not saying a lot then, is it? I don't think. I'll be honest.
I have the spike.
Wasn't Raga better? Didn't Uraga play Euro?
10 seconds left.
Jet will be the most picked duelist. Besides DRG, who are the bomb feeders?
Okay,
I'm
I
not
only
like.
have,
Let's
like,
ask good questions.
78 grenades left.
Give me
Hopefully
some
that's enough.
actual things that we can have a chat about. Is there any chance XRG qualify out of the groups? They need to be able to play Lotus a lot,
How did we forget?
which it is. Lotus is the map right now. It is the most picked map and the most played map and the most won map, especially. All the teams going to this event either have a winning win rate. They either have a winning record on Lotus or they're like equal, and the winning win rate is high. So they might get the opportunity to play the map quite a lot because lots of teams think they're very good at it.
Last player standing.
The thing is like, what other maps in their pool are they able to get to a level in which they can make it out
Dreams are a
to
funny thing.
groups?
One little twist. and it's
XRG played triple Senti Lotus. Frost said he's still running Neon on multiple maps. That's very interesting.
Where's the spike?
I thought he said they killed the agent.
Time to work. Bring them down.
Cutting their vision.
Where are you?
Cutting their vision.
Mark one. Satchel out.
Oh, I'm a bot.
Last player standing.
Where my fucking dog?
Paint. Check. Charges.
Maybe
check.
Vito from
Brakes.
G? I don't think they should be playing Vito.
Nowhere in sight.
Can Lev face nerve issues at the big stage? I think that their style of play means
I
that
dogged, I eyed, I held this with my gun. And the planter guy below is what killed. I don't know what you want me to do for that.
Still in sight.
Chamber's male.
Caught in their vision. Enemy spotted me. Grenade! Satchel up. Reload.
Oh, 3 mid. Oh, 1 sec. A left style of play, which is a protocol-based set strat system, is, in my opinion, the best system for having players.
On my mark.
Well, for making it so that players don't get nervous. For instance, in 2022 at Fnatic, we kind of loosened up the structure just a little bit, and I could see that in maps where players weren't fully confident in what to do or got a little bit stressed and nervous, things broke down very quickly. But then we added like a little bit more of a protocol system back for 23, and you can just tell, obviously like we had, you know, more kind of mature players or whatever, but
Bait me, I have a
it meant that players weren't stressed as much in those moments, having to make big decisions. And so I think that Lev having that style is great. If their players start, you know, they got their rosters are full of children basically. If the children have to, well played. If the children have to start thinking about complicated things, they basically don't. They're just basically on some kind of like they already have like a trajectory they're on, if that makes sense. They're pre-programmed robots, and so all they need to do is just follow the script.
Like, just smoke, and then just make sure we play backside.
It's just like those who are good at old Neon had a big advantage being able to play basketball with both hands, while normal players can only play with one hand.
You want to play? Let's play.
The hunt begins. 2 here. Yours.
Take hold.
What happened?
Last player standing.
That directed him.
Match point.
I see what he means.
I take this all very seriously.
But it just feels weird to also then just keep playing an agent that's nerfed if you can just play other stuff.
Let's make them dance. They will cover. Bring them down.
I do think that if GE are able to find some momentum early, in that like 4-0 kind of phase, and then Lev just just revert to
Team Ace.
going into set strat mode only,
Defenders win.
they could get quite readable quite quickly. I think the key for victory for GE is getting momentum early and pushing Lev off of confidence. You know what I mean? Like they could become quite readable. Why would Lev put Spike on Jet or Neon on Jet, or just stick with Spike on Neon? Would Lev put Spike is playing a lot of Jet in ranked. And I think that given the fact that he's already known as an entry player, and Sato is already extremely good on the Phoenix and has been playing it a lot already, I can see the argument for just having Spike on the Jet. Obviously, some people kind of suggested that maybe they swap their roles around, but given the amount of time they had before the tournament, I don't hate the idea of just having Spike play Jet. I think he's played it in ranks like 800 times or something. He hasn't played it on VLR though, but I think he's got like 800 ranked games of it. I think the core to Lev's identity is actually the Chamber though, and not the Neon anyway. It's Neon, ironically, because Neon plays Chamber. American man losing his mind in the middle of London. The thing is just that, like, I'm sat here trying to like get questions asked about London, so I could just like pretend I'm on desk to like prep and see if I got my thoughts together. And I don't know what happened that game. Like I'm fully botting it, running it down, and when they're sat there probably molding, getting owned. Like I'm getting owned too, but I don't know, you know. Does Foot have a high ceiling considering Neon Nerf and Zeus Phoenix? Why does everyone seem to think Zeus is good on Phoenix? Zeus has been underperforming massively. Especially on the Phoenix. His Phoenix has been one of the weakest in any region. Zeus has been extremely good on the Wele when he's played it, but he has been underperforming. Or do you mean that because he's been underperforming, that he has the opportunity to actually push up? I think that he has a big opportunity to push forward. Zeus is a much better player than how he is playing right now. He was one of those players that I thought back in 24 when Durka was leaving Fnatic that I thought that, you know, Zeus was a sure thing for like one of the top teams.
Who's ready to die for this mission? I am, but you know I'm cheating.
He might secretly just be an entry player, but I think it's so much easier to be second duelist than entry player anyway. And Sop is Sop, you can't take him off of entry. What do you think of Least Phoenix? The problem with G2 is they don't have. They're all. It's up to you. One sec. I guess could be A.
Right here. Revealing area.
Careful now. Put down. Flash.
Reloading.
Close. What?
One HP safer, 78. Short.
The problem with G2 is that they don't have a very well-defined entry at the moment. I think that Jugamo, he's actually a better second duelist than he is an entry, but he probably has to be the entry. Well played, Chamber. I think that the combination of Leaf, Baby Bay, and Jugamo pose a little bit of a problem because like you could actually switch those players around. I think that Jugamo entry makes the most sense. Baby Bay is currently doing really well on the Sentinel, so I wouldn't change that. I think if I didn't have that and I could go back in time, and I wasn't just hindsighting it, I think that Leaf on the Chamber might have been the best option. But I would have been wrong, because I think Baby's really good on Sentinel. I don't think Leaf should beat the entry though.
Revealing area.
I think what should happen is Jugamo just needs to get a little bit more fine-tuned on that entry role. Like a lot of people give him the excuse that G2 don't use the entry very well. I disagree. I think there's a lot of instances where Jugamo goes in when he really should be going in. I put a lot of that on him. I do think that he could be coached out of that, and so maybe there is a coaching issue to some degree.
Spike planted.
But I don't think it's a strategic macro problem or a strategic like exec micro problem or something. America seems to lack a lot of good entry guys except Mada. That's an interesting take. I think Jugamo can be that guy. Mada's good at it. Aspas, obviously there's that kind of meme. I think that Timotino's good at it.
Okay, we know the drill. Stick to your roles and we'll crush it.
What's the deal with Furia? Who's on Furia? And then Lev have fucking Spike. I mean, I don't think it's. I don't think that Alan. Yeah. I think Koala should be on Chamber on that team, bro.
This is our home. Keep them out.
Revealing area.
I'll see one.
3A, man. Come bait from me. One there. At long lots. Long.
Careful now.
It's a bad.
Going up. Flash.
Take flight.
Reloading.
Oh my god.
No peeking.
Oh, they didn't give me a single. They wouldn't give me a fucking centimeter.
Spike planted. Last
Do
player
you think Kojmara should
standing.
continue to play the Neon? If not, what should he switch to? I don't know what he's actually good at, but I think he's going to be on the Neon still. He claimed that he preferred it more, and he literally has 106 officials on it, which is his most by 5 times or 4 times. So I think he continues the Neon, and I think he probably should. I think it'd be very interesting to see him continue Neon because it looks like most people won't be, and so he will be a litmus test for how good it could still be.
Blocking sight.
He is very good at it though.
Yikes.
Like for those players like Sop, for Spikeson, for those players who are extremely good on that Neon, I think Kojmara should represent a good litmus test for like, could we still run it?
I think we can fight mid here.
We got a chat and a chamber. They don't come A. I think one of you should come A, Warren. And we actually fight A. I like side-eyeing fucking duelists who don't come A.
Careful now.
C long. People C, people C.
My ultimate's
So I've
ready.
just got the orb for ult. The exec. What? EMEA, by the way. They got full C site. They're planning.
Spike planted.
Gotcha fun. My turn.
Push C2.
Reloading. My ult's ready.
2 minus 80.
Bruh, I didn't expect a fucking 4-man CT push.
One enemy remaining.
After they tripped
Last
as
player
well.
standing.
Picking.
Oh, gun out, won that. Nice. Are you on the desk for day 1? Yes, day 1, like all of Swiss stage. Your thoughts on London meta? I think the London meta will be Jett, Phoenix, Fade, Omen, and then Cypher or Vice. I think that there is a very clear, like, I think that is, those are the teams that would do very well at London. I think that if you're a very good team and you're quick enough to do so, you could counter that quite easily. I think that Phoenix solo duelist would be a very good counter because you could run Vice and Chamber. Those Vice Chamber comps that were popular in 2020, was it 4 or 5? I think 2025. I think could be making an extremely good big comeback. The reasons why are is that Chamber is the best operator agent in the game, and especially now with the Neon nerfs where you can't run around like an idiot anymore, the Chamber's got an even bigger buff.
I just took the other one.
And then
They might be
it's
good.
still a low utility meta for the Chamber to do his thing. The Vice Chamber subs have always been
Spike down
frying
mid.
and are a complete counter to Jett Phoenix in my opinion. How do you get through a Vice and a Chamber as a Jett and a Phoenix?
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
Can you give me gun? Can you give me gun?
Are
Mid,
just
please?
too good.
Thank you.
The MVP
Chamber,
is
can you play
mine.
short
Let's do this.
with TP? Or no?
I think the reality of London though is that the teams who simply just go to a Jett Phoenix style will probably look the best. And then the ones who play good comps on certain maps, like they play like Vice Viper on Lotus, or they play like Harbor on Breeze, the key meta-defining agents on certain maps, I think will also help, you know?
Get out of my way.
But then, if you're Paper X, a lot of those things don't matter, because they don't really do either of those things. So I think for your G2s and
maybe coming,
NRGs, that would make a lot of sense.
Back like I never left.
40 Sova.
I'm gonna flash for you, Chamber.
40
Window,
Sova,
good.
1 window.
Watch your eyes.
One enemy remaining.
Last window.
Spike down
Vandal,
mid.
Vandal.
Reloading. Reloading.
Spike is mid.
Careful now.
Looks like I was the stronger one.
Weapon choice. It is so personal, no? You pick a gun and it tells me who you are.
Do you think the double senti deadlock +1 from CLD could be a problem for teams who've never seen that stuff? Yeah, I think it's why it's probably good in APAC in general is because I think there's quite a lot of APAC teams who are less anti-strat focused. They're a bit more just run it down focused. And so I think that does work in APAC a bit more. I think it potentially could catch off some teams because another region's not used to it. But you would hope that teams who are like EMEA and Americas, I think, are a bit more mid-roundy, right?
Careful now. Nowhere to run! I know exactly where you are. Going up.
Dropping a smoke.
Watch your eyes!
Spike down A.
One up.
One enemy remaining.
And I think that they should, like, Deadlock is the kind of agent that instant it will checkmate you. It's basically a skill check. Are you good enough at this map to understand how to play against Deadlock? If you're good enough at a lot of the maps to play against the Deadlock, then you should win. Like on Haven, for instance, I think that if you have a good game plan against the Deadlock, you should be winning. You know what I mean?
Not ready yet.
How is ISO for London meta? You just play Phoenix, basically. You need a Phoenix in your team, and so ISO becomes your main entry. The problem is there's still quite a bit of chip damage with the Phoenix Wall, the Phoenix Molly, server shots and stuff. And then where's your operator coming from? Unless you run ISO Phoenix Chamber, I think the Jet is the natural entry and op agent for a lot of these teams.
Clearly not.
Well, the interesting thing there, Elijah, is that the XRG Lotus comp, if the CXX is as much of a win condition as you're kind of suggesting, I think the Vice Chamber, the Vice Viper comps are going to do very well into them. The Vice Orb, Vice Thorns, and Viper Orb, or Vice Wall, sorry, on that C site is going to be a nightmare for their comp. Some people have suggested that the Sage Wall can just wall over that stuff. But imagine playing against someone who knows how the walls work and pre-fire stuff. Maybe you got Brock with an Odin just spamming you and shit. Like, I think that it should be quite easy to play against if you've done your homework. I would just sit there as a Vice Viper team and just have my teammates try to...
Right side, right side. Kill them, guys, hello.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Hello, killed them. Very helpful, my friend.
Aye, where to?
Yeah, because like obviously I think the best comp to deal with that is going to be a Viper Orb and then that Vice Util. And even if they get onto C site through that Util, if you have a very good game plan where you're like, okay, we can't hold this, and you push through on B and you're fighting through B as well and pushing out flank, then the post plan, the strength of the post plan also goes down for that composition.
Flash! Scanning ahead. Here. There they are. Shot that. Be careful now.
Rotating C.
Watch your eyes.
It looks clear.
One more.
Enemy spotted C. Bye. Enemy spotted C.
Oh, big.
Both C, both C, both C.
One enemy remaining.
Kind of.
Energy seems to experiment with Vice over Killjoy for their double drone comp. I think that's a great adaptation. I think that Vice is way better than Killjoy. I think that fundamentally though, their issues on Pro are not a comp specific issue, but I think they have a brilliant comp in the double drones, but no team in the world has shown any proclivity to understanding how double drones works on Pro. NRG do far too much mid focus in early round instead of re-clearing it late round. They don't drone off the extremities and get extremities in the way that they should with their composition.
Revealing area.
Nice, bro.
Critical hit.
Going up.
It's almost like they're using the drone to clear a first step, and then they use the second drone to clear the next step. And it needs to be done in a lot more
No, Cypher
pushing off extremities. You can get the full map of extremity,
One HP Cypher.
and then you can do your mid stuff after if you want to split something.
110.
What would be the best counter of Vice plus Chamber?
Up, 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 up.
Yoru. What would be the best counter?
Reloading.
My ult is ready.
What's the best counter of Vice Chamber? There might not be. KO? I don't think ISO. Waylay's pretty good. KO's not bad. Like KO Waylay might technically be a counter.
Ready.
Ijo is Forsaken was in London. I wouldn't wanna fucking get shit out there.
Shot dart.
It's
There
you
is
and
NC long
me.
too.
I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead.
I should have pushed that.
I know exactly where you are.
Spike planted.
Got this one.
Watch your eyes.
Ah! Two garage.
Last player standing.
Like I never left.
Harbor Trust. I think.
Player standing.
I mean, Harbor's
Fighter
not.
together.
Harbor's good, but I don't think he's a counter. Like I think Harbor is good. I think Harbor is one of the next
Last
steps in the
round
meta.
before the switch.
I just don't think anyone's even close to ready to play it, so like I'm not even going to talk about it. Whereas Vice and Chamber has seen play, so it's something that I could talk about. Would you rather pick Jet next to Phoenix every map, or would you rather take Raze over Jet on some maps? I'd rather Raze on some maps. Well, I'd rather Raze on Fracture. I'd rather Raze on Fracture. I'd rather Waylay on Ascent. I don't mind the Jet on Pro, but I think I'd change comp on Pro, to be honest with you. Oh shit.
Okay.
I'm dead, guys.
Target down. My ultimate's ready. Careful now.
Spike
Come on,
planted.
let's go. Flash.
Why is he
Last
not?
player
Why is
standing.
he smoke me off?
Going up.
The Jet smoke me off, man. Harbor Viper comp on Pro.
Switching sides.
Okay, which gun to fix this time?
I think Astra's pretty good on Pro, so I wouldn't bother. So like Pro, I think the optimal comp on Pro is basically playing some kind of I mean, I think I'd play Sono Phoenix, to be honest, with the Chamber, like I said. But double drone is actually really good on that map. Lotus double smokes with Senti's really good. Like some maps just need certain things, and I think that like there's optimal ways outside of Jet Phoenix to play on some of the maps. Oregon?
Revealing area.
Well played.
Dropping smokes.
I got a flash for you. Okay, I'm not.
Well played.
I asked.
Embarrassing.
It's like for Alpha.
Backside.
Last player standing.
I said I got a flash for him, he just
Spike
runs out like a
down
bot.
B.
I asked your fucking teammate for reveal backside on B
You man
and
ready
drone
for a light
window.
show?
I said I'm gonna flash for you, run out. Two can play this game, bro.
The fact that flash.
You
I need
died
reveal.
because you died.
I need reveal,
No,
bro.
no, you died because you didn't wait for my flash. Harbor Astra's better.
Eyes up.
No. No.
Revealing area. I have the spike.
I'm low.
One platform, I'll see.
Is there orb?
Garage to C. Garage to C.
Flash.
There's one with Guardian. Also.
I don't think so.
Logs.
3, 2, 1.
Spike carrier is killed.
Spike down. C.
He had one garage window, I think.
Yeah, the sheriff.
I got 10 HP.
One enemy remaining.
Refreshing.
You can pick off me, maybe.
Yeah.
He's out.
What that was?
Reloading.
Outrun me.
Look at this classic, man.
Listen up, you muckers. If I don't get back up, just give me a nudge. I might not be dead, just taking a wee kip.
How about Phoenix? How about Fiax comp though? I feel Jet is a good pick on entry and Killjoy for Infrared Bliss. I think Vice is better than Killjoy, and I think that Jet is going to be slightly overplayed. Like in terms of like this, like I think the best thing at London is going to be, or the most picked or the most like successful is going to be the Jet Phoenix stuff. I'm just already thinking what beats that, you know. I don't think many people are going to be thinking what beats that. They're just going to go to that, you know.
Take flight.
I'm flashing.
Enemy spotted.
Watch your eyes.
Dropping smokes. Yeah, catch.
Going up.
In the smoke, in the smoke. In the smoke.
Get out of here.
That's refreshing.
One flank.
Reloading.
You got bomb clove.
I'm gonna hold you, wait. Holding.
Spike planted.
One enemy remaining.
Maybe another one.
Oh my god, it's a shot. What's on Mad Harbor? No, I've already talked about it.
My quiver is never.
Give me some harder ones.
Need a drop. Thanks.
Thoughts on Udatan and Autumn? Very good question. I think Autumn is a very capable player. I think that one of the things that could be holding him back slightly if there was is his having to play 10 different agent styles on the team.
Spike down.
Like right
A.
now, he is a shining light on some agents, and then on agents like Chamber, he's struggling a little bit. But I think it is hard when you're having to play different roles and different agents all the time to perform on everything. I think his Phoenix was looking good though, from what I remember stats-wise. And so something they could easily do is just go more traditional with it and have him just play a lot more Phoenix. The question though is will they win just playing traditional? And that's where it gets a bit more murky, you know what I mean?
No lure, late lure.
For Udatan, I think he passes the eye test on the Neon I've watched so far. And from what I've been told, he can give more than what he's actually performing right now. I think overall for GE, a lot of the players, I think that their team is bigger than the sum of their parts. And so individual quality to me isn't the thing I'm looking at when I look at GE necessarily. They have some players who can pop off, and they have players like Pat who are popping off a lot. But it seems like they're bigger than the sum of their parts right now. And so part of that might be generally the attitude of these players is just very good. They're all locked into Frost Vision and doing all the good things, good teamwork, good comms, all that shit. You know?
I am sorry, we could not work out our differences.
Is there anything about Udatan or Utum that's like, because that's kind of surface level stuff, like is there anything deeper than that that I should know? Like I know the history Udatan's been with the team for a couple of years, right? And then Utum was on FPX before. How did Xavi look at IGLing? It's an interesting question. I think that Frost is able to get players to look pretty decent at their IGLing, especially with a more complicated system than, say, Lev's system. When I looked, I didn't specifically notice...
Here. Enemy spotted A. Drop in scope.
Like, when I think about the IGLing, I wasn't really...
They stuck.
Yeah, probably.
I can ult, though, if we want.
Too short, too short.
I can fake. You guys...
Cypher on our spawn.
Go see, guys. I'm gonna fake it, you guys go see. Hey, hello.
Come on, let's go! Watch your eyes!
He's on me. What? What? Okay. We had a free seaside, but no. Udo was on Rare Atom. Wasn't he? Didn't he play? He's been on GE for ages. Though.
Player standing.
It doesn't really matter. I don't need to know that he was on Rare Atom.
Remember,
When a single Judas comp for Team Maris, you trust Woot or Kosh Maris more than Judas Throw? I would want Kosh Maris. If they're playing Chamber, like, Woot could just go Chamber. But why are they playing Pseudo Judas is the question. Is it because they're playing, like, Lotus with, like, an actual, like, Vice Viper kind of comp?
They are so dead.
Revealing area.
ISO backside B.
One is backside.
Not spear.
Bomb is, I'm coming back in with bomb.
Enemy spotted A.
Jet is A.
Flash!
I have the spike.
Put down.
We have the whole map apparently. Have you lived in Sweden? No. How does Crystal look at Senti right now? That's a good question. I didn't realize he's fucking playing Senti.
That's on me.
Oh yeah, he's just having the flex between those different shit.
Spike down A.
Specifically, I don't know, to be honest with you. Like, that's a... Yeah, I don't have a good answer to that question.
30 seconds left.
The games I was watching, he was more on the recon.
Both, I think.
One
He was
enemy
on
remaining.
recon every single time I watched him play, I think.
Match point.
One more win, and we're getting out for drinks, lads.
Might have to watch some more. Kind of disappointed you won't see Benji on Chamber. I don't think he'd be great on Chamber. Do you think KO, Vito, AK, Counter Util will power group to more agents be released? No. I don't think that's too broad a question.
Let's fly. I got
Nowhere to run!
Careful now.
Top HP, I saw.
No, he actually did it. I can't.
Going up.
Broke trick seed. I saw a mid, up mid.
That's a kill. My ult is ready.
Off.
Back like I never left.
That's done.
Reloading.
That's a shot.
Can we go B?
Yeah, let me flash.
Deploying
On
drone.
me. It's Sova.
Cypher garage.
Two ceiling.
He's primmied the fuck out of me.
Enemy
What is this
tank.
asshole doing?
See, we can go A, we can go A.
You can cross to A.
I tried to go.
Enemy spotted A.
Is that aim? Is that aim? CT, you heard him, right?
One enemy remaining.
Shot.
Spike planted.
Which maps do you think will be the most played and most banned in London? The most played will be Lotus and Haven. maybe some Split 2. The least played will be Ascent and probably Fracture.
City.
Yeah.
I'll play on your contact.
Ascent was picked, I
Last
believe,
player
6 times by all the London teams in
Attackers
stage
win.
1, compared to
board.
Lotus,
Let's
which
go.
was like 27 or something. No, I think Pro will be played, you know. Pro played a little bit more, I think, than those. Fracture's the first ban for a lot of teams. Pro was low though on the pool. It'll be, I think, just behind Ascent and do you think Valorant's meta are kind of cyclical? Let's ask. I'm not going to answer any questions that aren't to do with London. That's my new rule. You gotta be London only. I've already answered the Mad Harbor stuff.
Match found.
Why does Autumn not performing good at Senti when he played it so good in FPX? Is there a chance with what I'm saying with him having to play 100 different things reasonable? And is the other thing that he's playing in the hardest region in Valorant? And on FPX he was playing on, in my opinion, the easiest. Is there an argument to be made there? I know at Globals FPX didn't do that badly though, did they? Didn't they actually win a few maps or maybe a couple of games? Someone asked about how the other players on Full Sense. I mean, I don't have like a deep knowledge of Leviathan and Killua, but Jitboys is someone that I obviously know from the Talon days and seemed pretty decent. And then Leviathan and Killua are like not bad players, it seems. It just depends how much it basically comes down to Frost's theory that APAC is the most mechanical region. If it's as mechanical as he's saying, then those players will do very well globally. If they're not as mechanical as he's saying, then they're gonna be, it's gonna be Prime Go Kill. How high would you rate GE if you exclude Patman? I think Patman's a key piece for them for multiple reasons, right? He is the player that can take over a game. He is a good leader in the server. It seems like he's done a lot of his homework and also helpful in like the way that they anti-strat and prep and also mid-round and stuff. And so even when, I think Frost said, even when he's not performing, he is a big win condition from them. And so if you didn't have Patman on that team, you have a player who's, you're probably going to replace him with a player who's less likely to pop off and a player who's not got those soft skills that Pat has. The worry for me for Pat is just whether he feels the pressure and stress of this event, because now they actually are expected to do something, you know? What did Einar do to make Lev so good? That made Lev so good? I think much like Frost, I think he is just a good leader. Like, I think most good leaders are just ones who can make a team do something, as in follow a vision. And so Owner, I think it's two things.
Yo, wait, who are you, Vice?
I think that having the vision in the first place is key. I think most of the coaches who are like the coaches that most successful, look at people like Alex, or people like me, people like Frost, people like Owner, they're people that you could probably describe the way their team plays very easily, right? It reminds me a little bit of Star Wars, you know, like the old Star Wars films back in the day. If I named a character, you'll be able to describe them, like their qualities and their personality. But if you name any Star Wars character from the fucking shit films, you'd be like, I don't know. They haven't got a personality.
Let's play this.
Tried once.
And so because you can define what their vision is a little bit more, I think that that's a great start. And so because they have something to follow, I feel like it makes it a lot easier for their teams to follow something and be locked in and hardworking and stuff, you know? The question to me, the interesting question is whether the vision matters more than just, like, whether that actual vision matters or if it's just having something to follow. I think in the Lev instance, and I've thought about this before, like, maybe my style was actually shit, but, like, because I had a strong vision to follow, there was, like, we actually did something together on the same page, you know? But I do think that Lev's style is one of the best in this meta.
I dropped the spike.
I got the spike.
Spike down mid.
Help. Oh, okay, that's fine. Do you think Paper X will pull a Fnatic and go second place in London? Why is that pull a Fnatic? Well, second places. Who's your favorite caster in London?
Someone did attacker spawn.
Wall trip. Last player standing.
Favorite caster in London. I think Pansy.
Spending too many brain cells figuring them out.
Have a great day.
Overthinking is
Yes.
just as
You
bad
too.
as underthinking.
I have the spike.
Nothing personal, man. Love you.
I think that Sideshow is like the person who I think has a similar train of thought that I do in terms of analysis, and therefore someone that I do look to though. Like I think that it might get too technical and he might have to play the clown a little bit, but I think that's for me and Sideshow would be very interesting, I think. Like I feel on Platchat there's a good there's things he says that I'm like, it's okay, I got something to argue with here or something to discuss here. Even though like I think we do share similar logic and the way we think about things. Any more London questions specific to teams? What makes Trent different from Rians? We discussed this on Platchat, and my answer was I don't have a good answer. I feel like Rians is slightly less vocal than Trent, and Trent is picking up more of the mid-rounding than Rians would be. And I feel like Rians has a little bit more pop-off than Trent. Trent's more... Like, both are very consistent, but Trent's a little bit less reliant on his mechanics, I feel like. I think they are very similar players, though. Rians feels very self-sufficient with his utility in a way that's like almost like he's playing duelist on recon sometimes.
Match found.
Even though Joker has less kills, what makes him a role-cast duelist? I think he feels like a systems player, and he has very good vibes. I'm actually good on Phoenix. I'll just keep playing it. He has very good vibes and feels like he's a very coachable player. So I think that a lot of his soft skills go a long way. He's obviously very good. I think he just struggles. The things I would say that kind of bring him down a little bit is that like his operator play maybe isn't as good as some other duelists. And his entrying can sometimes be a bit sacrificial now. And those are more recent narratives, I feel like, with Jugamo.
Match
He used to be
found.
more of the second Judas archetype with the Raze. Like, people really respected his Raze, and he's kind of been forced to be primary. Who's the best Ultra in London? Primi?
Just take a seat. I got this.
Cog, Primi. Thoughts on Sato? Sato is one of the highest performing Phoenix players in the world, and he has such a good vibe about him, you know? Like, I don't know if that translates in the game, but like someone who has so much fucking aura outside the game, like so much silliness, like you can't help but think that that might be a very good thing that Lev can tap into. Like if I'm owner and I'm worried about their performance at a global, I think having people with, I think a lot of the time when we think about leadership and people who can like clown around and pick people up, it has to come natural. And I think Sato is one of those people who naturally has a vibe that can be tapped into and matured over time. And I think London is a very important tournament to see how he could develop on that front potentially.
Team.
I try to make players sometimes be that guy, but some players just aren't that guy.
Reloading.
Was your chamber cheating though? Like, do you think it was?
You were like no com, just running it down. I don't know.
Yeah, he was very sus.
Pre-fired everything, wallbanged everything.
Yeah, he was pre-firing some like weird shit off his crosshair placement, but I don't know.
I'll flash this corner.
I'll drone after.
Watch your eyes! Smoke's
Take flight.
Killjoy, Sova side. Maybe stairs, maybe stairs.
I'll flash that after.
Block the sight.
Stairs clear, stairs clear.
Scanning ahead.
One flank.
We take
Kill side.
A fine
Nice,
death.
That will be B main. One CT, one B main.
Someone is reloading.
Two lane.
Three stairs.
Last player standing.
I peeked slightly too far. The other thing is that a great thing for Sato right now is Lev might be thinking about their role changes, and Sato can play multiple different agents and be useful
We
here.
could just hit B then, like what the fuck?
If they aren't feeling that
Them run when lit by my
Spike
sonar.
can play that entry anymore, then Sato could usually switch around. Does Zeus Phoenix flashes really that bad as Sticky says? I don't know. I don't catch it. I have not caught it in EMEA yet. And like when I'm doing my VOD reviews, sometimes I'm not looking at that level. I think in general he just doesn't perform on the agent as well as other people. And part of that is probably things like that, yeah.
Careful the dart.
I'll go wide, ready? 3, 2, 1.
She's in market, market.
145 Sova.
Side should be clear,
Yeah, 121 Sova.
But that's like
I should have stuck my plan.
Last player standing.
55 on Killjoy.
Oh! I don't know how to affect Sop. Sop has been playing Jet in his tracker. So they could end up playing Jet. Jet Phoenix is the obvious thing to go for in this meta, but Zeus's Phoenix has looked iffy. His Waylays looked a little bit better, so they could go for Jet Waylay. And I know that Sideshow seems to be disgusted by the idea of Waylay, but I think there's an actual place for Waylay in this meta. it is in the right counter to the Vice, which is going to be played in the deeper the tournament goes, more Vice is going to get played. The other thing is like it can actually provide some of the trap value that Neon teams that use that will be missing.
This could be.
Revealing area.
I got ult if you wait.
Smoke's up.
My ultimate's ready.
Reload.
Blocking sight.
Reload.
Come on, let's go!
Can you heal me, Mix, please?
He has no util.
They have Phoenix ult, guys. We have to.
Oh, it's flank.
Planted the spike.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Push him lane fast.
If you're still visible, you're viable in this meta. I think there's definitely an argument for it, especially the more Vice we we start seeing.
Last player standing.
Like it's just hard. It just requires a lot of good implementation.
I have to stay mid so I can counter this Jet.
Yeah.
I won't be able to counter you guys.
I joined up here, but then he just walked out here and talked to me.
Yeah, he does the same thing every round. It's fine. Because we have no space, but if I counter him, we can get all the space on B. We chill. This round maybe just come mid and then we go B next round.
I think we make those here and just let this guy push out. He's probably gonna be bottom mid this time though.
How to tackle Primi.
I don't have a gun. We don't need to force this. Like, we don't need to be guardians.
I'll just dart this. Just be ready for this guy to be here this time.
I can buy next round still.
Revealing area.
Oh, Ben just. Load up.
Shot down.
One market, one near, one near.
Got spike.
Gonna wall it left, so we'll just walk out.
Going up. Flash.
Reloading.
Careful now. Spike planted.
Reloading.
Coming back there.
Last player standing.
How to tackle Primi. I think how to tackle Primi. That's a good question. I think an answer that I have for Vukasha that might be similar to Primi is that you gotta try and create pressure towards him and fake. The problem with Primi though is he's not gonna let you fake if you.
Reloading.
I mean, that Jet.
Don't disrespect him.
I think he's just tilted and it's just working for him. You know, I'm not gonna lie.
As in, if you just throw a little bit util and then try and push it back, he's gonna repeat you. You know.
We should play for control. We don't need to push everything.
Yeah, I'll start
But just
B-main and
taking
then,
this.
But instead of just
got 4 packs
directly
now, guys,
hitting
well.
on him, hitting him.
Joining up mid.
One peeking short.
And one clear.
Jet short, 80 HP.
He just dashed.
We can go A. We can go A.
They re-cleared mid like.
Oh,
Nice, bro.
My old
Go A, go
careful
A.
now.
Wine.
I'm in B. I don't know if he knows I'm here.
I'll wait for you.
I'm gonna wall for you.
Going up. Right here. Scouts down.
Playing open.
Jet 8.
40 Phoenix.
Going backside.
Watch your eyes.
I've flashed myself, man. I've just done a Zeus. Would your pick? What would your picks for pickup EU? What? How to tackle Premier? Yeah, it's still a problem. I think it's not so much like
5 plans start, I think.
It's not so much how do you tackle Premi, because I think that starts to make you
Against side, we take space with five.
overthink.
Their
Yeah.
jet has
Phoenix
nothing
is
on
mod-
You
Mulligan
still
A.
have to just do your homework
By himself.
against full sense and counter full
Like,
sense.
Jet's
I think as soon as you start
by himself.
overthinking the Premi
You guys
stuff,
want to walk up cat?
Guys,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I wouldn't love the
Sova,
idea that like
Sova,
I'm making a
can
game
you
plan
do me a
against
favor?
Premi, and then
Because
all the
Phoenix,
players
when
on my
you
team are
start this,
thinking,
gonna maul you
"Oh my
with
god, this
something.
guy's the
Gonna
goat.
dash
We
up,
gotta
get
fucking
timing on
beat
him,
him." You know
and
what I mean?
back you.
Right
You
here.
want me first timing dart this?
Yes,
here.
it's off the top of it. I'm
What's going on? Sorry, I missed.
We're gonna
Fucking rush, bro.
Okay.
Well, I'm up to you, Phoenix.
Careful now.
Easy.
Why don't we...
The jet there, Phoenix there.
Have they done that before? Because I'm really pissed off if they've done that before.
Last player standing.
Have they done that before?
Nope. They've always ran down short every round.
Sound is
Have we made any noise aim in though? I guess is the question. Could be stream sniper, I'm not gonna lie. Play your game. No, don't play your game. You still need to try and counter them, but don't. If you're making your anti-strat, the entire anti-strat, how to beat Premi, and then every single part of your anti-strat is like, boys, you gotta do this, and then Premi's gonna do that, and then we're gonna do this, and then Premi's gonna do that. Like, you are creating a situation where if he starts popping off on you, the boys are gonna be like, your team is going to be a little bit like, oh my god, it's fucking Premi, the raid boss that we can't beat.
Reload.
Pushes for Sean. She has ego mania.
Where is everyone hiding?
He's got a turret in middle.
Spike down mid.
When we go all the way around, we go all the way around to you.
What's going on doing? I mean, in-game picks for winning EU. People can choose.
Deploying drone.
What is the ideal team comp for Haven now that we have
Enemy tag.
Phoenix, Jet, Astra players? I can go solo fade in Premier. Oh, Premier? Premier, just Jet, Phoenix, probably
Last player standing.
Omen, Fade, Chamber. He's asking for your pickers for London. Oh,
Thanks for setting
I don't have pickums.
It's super
Reloading.
useful, man.
Guys, can we fight together?
Reloading.
Like, just everyone stay together, because if they're solo fighting and we get trades, we just win now. They're just winning 1v1 to win, and then it's untradeable.
Omen said Astra for Premier, yeah, because most people don't have to play Astra in Premier.
The smartest fights.
Let's just walk up here like they're not challenging us yet. Just walk
Yeah,
up
yeah.
to each of us and then pop out. And I'll
Up to
start back
contact.
there.
Space.
Contact, because they're close out.
Alright,
Hey, wait.
Smoke's resonating.
Mix out,
Revealing
Phoenix
area.
flash, mix outside the after.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, on the left.
Block the side.
Chop that.
I'll spike
How
her
is he-
and kill.
Oh, 3-3-3.
Spike down B.
I got the spike.
Going up. No charges left. Watch your eyes.
Lane, stairs, man. One pushing mid.
How's that recon pinged everyone?
Shot down.
Do you put PRX one in London?
Last player standing.
No hard feelings. Cage triggered.
Enemies close. Eyes up.
Reloading.
So we don't
Fight
have
mid.
money.
They're stacking. They're gamble stacking sides, so maybe that'll work. We'll smoke the jet off. Then
I mean,
there's a
what's
tank.
happening right now
Reload.
is they're just one step ahead. They'll be stat mid now, 100%.
I'm gonna force a vandal.
No
first.
charges left.
Oh, the reveal hit the jet.
Mix, can you smoke, Cubby?
Revealing area.
The slammer.
I'm gonna join up for B splitting.
Deploying drone.
One shot.
It's our gun.
Okay.
You had your fun.
Careful.
My turn.
Phoenix and
Where's
yeah,
it?
he's dead.
Hey,
Where's
Dead,
that?
probably.
Not sure.
Someone mark it.
going up.
Last two are B players now.
I thought one was A. I thought.
We could fight Silver then.
Usually play B, unless you're.
Phoenix here. We have 2 Phoenix flashes. We can just go together.
One enemy remaining.
Coming with you.
Player.
Where is everyone hiding?
Let's go, don't fight, don't fight.
Enemy spotted.
Planning open.
Spike
Still on
spotted.
B. He's droning mid. Oh, guys, come together, don't one.
Flash.
I kind of need the money, I think.
Don't worry. The house always wins.
Does YouTube videos? Why do you think EMEA plays more Cypher than other regions? We have too many Cypher mains and not enough good coaches to tell them to stop playing fucking
Look
Cypher.
at nice.
The teams that are playing Vice in the other
Vice well.
regions have like first mover advantage in terms of the sense that like they have really good
Smoke copy again,
coaches doing stuff on really
I'm
good
gonna
teams that are like bought into the idea of
play that
Vice.
Smoke's up.
And then everyone starts copying them.
Nowhere to run.
You're getting railed every scrim by G2 and NRG or whatever.
Watch your eyes.
I have the spike.
Nice. Let's be split maybe.
Jet shot.
Reloading. Done.
Phoenix CT.
Smoke's
Next
ready.
CT.
Going up.
Low boards A.
Flash.
Last player standing.
Got spike.
One
My
enemy
ultimate's
remaining.
ready.
Spike down
Could be
B.
behind. Could be anywhere, could be anywhere.
Spike planted. Flash.
Oh my god,
Nice,
please.
very nice.
143? Why's there bees in my head?
They demand a fight. Who are we to disobey?
More
Yo,
questions.
which your good buddy from Phoenix? They're not the Berlin one.
I was coach.
Ah, very cool, man. Mind if I switch team?
Huh?
What team?
Oh, I was Fnatic coach.
Oh, very cool, man.
Server coach is a
Shouldn't have
noob
been
team.
this job, bro.
Scanning ahead. Hi! Come on, let's go! Flash! Flash!
Come on, freak back.
Right side, right side.
Joke's over! You're dead! Shut down. Careful now.
You should run.
Behind.
Spike down A. Last player
We fucking
standing.
suck.
Who?
More questions. Give me more questions. I want to know about teams at London. Opening day, we got. Was it Xylee
round
Gaming
in the
versus
half.
NRG? Vitality DRG.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Go fucking
Insta,
mid.
instantly, bro. Otherwise, it's gonna molly us.
Let's go mid.
Guys fucking insta.
Don't flash me, Phoenix, bro. Please.
I'm gonna sit mid because this Jack keeps pushing us. You guys, I believe in you guys, yeah.
Insta ult this mix. Insta everything. I'm gonna insta dash.
I already answered TMV stuff.
Get out of my way!
Going up. Flash. Shock dart. Reloading. Shock dart. Enemy spike planted.
Last player standing.
We haven't been.
Oh, give me something. What do you think about Nathan coaching? I mean, it's really hard to get a read on a coach that I don't really know the history of in that way.
Switching sides.
Reloading.
I'm gonna play A. I'm gonna go B server.
Why has it become a thing where like
Guys, my nose
I
is
saw a
so
tier list that had
unplayable.
Nathan written for DRG. I don't really understand. Is it a meme or something? What do you think Primy can improve on? I think the biggest thing is he does make mistakes, but the question is whether those mistakes are being made because he knows he has to carry or not. I think the current G2 players will ever win an international trophy. I mean, if they don't win this one, it might be cooked.
No charges left. We got it this time.
Can Prophet maintain his playoff form going into Masters? B lots.
Careful now.
Oh, I tried to time it. Oh, what am I doing?
Out. 3.
Prophet is an extremely good player who was underperforming massively before playoffs, I would argue. I think he is supposed to be good. Like, I think anyone who looked at their team and thought, oh, Prophet's the weak
Spike
link,
planted.
probably didn't understand Prophet last year. I see some nerves and tension in his play sometimes. And it will be, can he perform at a global event is basically the biggest question. It'll be his first global. The way that team plays and the pressure they have and expectations they have is like no other in terms of like, they don't just run it down. So they can't just like get into the groove of just momentum run it down.
They probably go B again.
And because they play a bit more methodical, it is a bit more of a strain on your mental. And then of course they're going to have expectations because it's Vitality super team.
Back each other up.
A fast. No, not fast. Could be mid.
I've done for me.
Enemy spotted. B.
2, Sova and Killjoy B side. A side.
One in.
Nailed him.
Enemy spotted mid.
Watch your eyes.
Spike down mid.
One top mid.
Both A main. Both A side.
No.
One enemy remaining.
I saw with drone.
Nice. Good job.
There can only be one hero.
Level heads until we're home, yes?
Reloading.
Good.
Reloading.
I'm only asking London questions only. London only. What Judas player would you say would enjoy being Battle Jet the most? I think Dirk.
Let me show you how the boss does it.
A main, thoughts? 2 maybe.
Careful now.
I can drone out ahead.
I left short. They're smoking.
Flash.
On double jump.
2, 3 out.
One.
I'm flashing above us.
Watch your eyes.
Last player standing.
Oh, I'm so bad. It's ludicrous. I hit him and he's got head up. They put head armor on their eco.
Spike planted.
I guess they have won the game 12-2. What Judas would you enjoy be back on the jet? London is Durka, right? Are there any others?
Smoke's resonating.
Kong Kong.
Thrifty.
Kong Kong and Durka.
Attackers win.
I think Kong Kong probably the most actually. Something to yeah, but something was already on jet before the switch. I think Lev are gonna switch, and I think Heretics are gonna stay. Yeah. I still got homework to do, I feel like, but I feel like I understand most of it. I feel like when it gets deep map stuff, I've refreshed my notes, and like that's more for when you get to map VO shit anyway. Agents loud. That is a functional fireplace, I believe, but I think I will get kicked out of my apartment if I try to use them. Does London matchups have the new patch updates with the Neo nerf? I believe so. I think that's something. One of the things that I'm not thought about much is the shotgun changes. I think that the Bucky and Judge are now borderline. Well, they're pretty. I don't know if they're borderline unusable, but they are pretty shit. I think the shorty should be fine. Shorty should be fine. But yeah, there is maybe a narrative about low buy guns, like what low buy guns people should be using now. Like the G2 Stinger might actually come into effect because of shotguns being shit. The shorty's fully dead? Really? Are like pro players not buying it in ranked games? In my view, when I've jumped into smokes the shorty, I've actually got kills. When I've tried to use the Judge and the Bucky, I don't get kills anywhere near as much. It's like you actually have to think about it. Any more questions before I go? Any more London related questions? I feel like I need to watch a little bit more Full Sense and GE, but luckily I don't. Like the first day, I could just prep for first day, and then after first day, I'll do my homework more after that. Do you think it could be a problem that Frost hasn't won a map during a VCT? Won a map during a VCT event that wasn't held in Korea? I don't believe in shenanigans. Can you do your homework on stream? No, because I go to London tomorrow. Do you think the Bandit has really had an impact on the game, or is it niche kind of useless? I believe that the Bandit has started to show its colors as a really good eco weapon, and I believe London should be an opportunity for players to show how a buff definitely is not needed. And if they do a genuine buff to that gun that is substantial at all, that everyone would be buying it. It could go to CZ meta levels of broken. Will FSB changing their strat of Primi holding the site? So I don't really want to share my screen because I can't be bothered to close all my shit on my screen. Full Sense don't do that on many maps. It's the most egregious on Pro. But even on Pro, I would argue that most teams play a weak side B. and Premi is weak side B. And what that means is most teams play 2B, 3A. Premi plays with a second person most of the time, and even then, most teams just end up playing one long B a lot of the time. The impressive thing and the most ludicrous thing, though, is that Premi is able to play that weak side like it's a strong side and get lots of kills. Now, I think the reason for that is because everyone is shit at pro attack side. People do not use Sova drones to clear out an operator, and even if you watch XLG's last game against EDG, Kong Kong was doing exactly the same shit that Premi was doing. Because people do not use server drone effectively, they don't belong default effectively, they don't insert effectively. And so players like Premi, players like Kong Kong, especially with this new Jet meta, you're going to see Jets hanging on long B. And the question is whether any of the teams that have been fucked by a Jet on B long before getting to London are going to know that they need to make changes to their defaults on attack side to actually take away operators on that. A lot of teams right now, what they do is they just take the map willy-nilly and just presume that a smoke and a Fade Prowler or a smoke and a Teo drone is enough to take B long, and it's really not. The other thing is, like, some teams are playing Chamber. So XRG played Chamber against Kong Kong. And all they need to do, really, is just, like, smoke the top of B. Like, dissipate smoke. And get the Chamber out. And maybe a recon. But what they do instead is they do the deep smoke near the choke. Which doesn't do anything, because you could just sit on top of the boxes and look over it. Or you could be near the pillar and just rat around the pillar. Do you think, as G versus Lev are a W key team that just go another Paper X, or and G counter of that is being rushing entry at earliest will help, or Lev might change the start? Same goes for the GE. What's your take? Lev play nothing like Paper X. They do a lot of set strats. They do a lot of early game tempo, which Paper X do too, like starting the round very aggressively. But Lev's approach is very systematic and very set strat heavy. So they're either doing a set strat rush or a set strat default with a set strat finisher, or they're doing a fake strat set strat. They on different maps they play at different tempos. Ascent, for instance, I feel like they play at a much more normal tempo because it's a default style map. On a map like Fracture, they're obviously going to be sending it. Did you watch EDG's split defense by any chance? Any quick notes on it? I don't think I did. The problem with watching Split in preparation for London is almost every single team plays it the same, and it's a relatively boring map to analyze. So I don't really watch too much Split in preparation for the event. Like, the only interesting thing is some of the Americas teams playing Vice or Sage. Everyone just plays double duelist. They put the Viper Orbit middle. They play the Sky A if they're playing Sky. They got their fucking... they had their Neon at A ramp, and then their Raze at B mail, and their Omen B site. The good teams will have a bit of B main pressure and will have reclears and understand how to facilitate retakes. The bad teams won't. Funny how it's all the regions in a row apart from Love. Lev are ludicrously young, yeah. Koshmaros will play Neon, I think. He isn't. Can I follow this and ask how you feel about Lev's set strategies and its significant effect their chances for getting out of Swiss? I think it gives them a huge advantage going out of Swiss. I think that once they get out of Swiss, that's where the disadvantage starts to happen. To have an extremely deep playbook with set strats and set protocols going into a Swiss stage where you have very little experience in your team, 4 of those players' first global events, I think is the easiest way to make players feel comfortable. There's a lot of things that they can't control when going onto that stage, and if the one thing they can control is knowing everything they need to do in the game, that is a very good way to approach a play style, in my opinion. If they get nervous, if they're stressing, if the fans are too much, if the stage is too much, then they should be able to second nature some of the strats. The problem is going to be if they get out of that group stage, and then the big boys are there waiting. Obviously, GE are an anti-strat team, so I don't want to like not include them. But once you get the energies and G2s, the G2s, the heretics, all that lot, if they do their homework properly, and then they also should have better firepower at that point because they are the seed 1 teams technically. That's where things might get a bit trickier. Do you think they'll have enough time to cook up enough set strats, especially less time? I think they're going to struggle to have a completely new playbook, but I think even if they have some of their current strats, it's not a big problem. I think the biggest problem is, obviously, when me and Stiggy were kind of discussing it on Plat Chat, I think it's pretty egregious to run this exact same set strat in terms of ults. So, like, I remember casting sometimes with Pansy, and I'd be able to be like, I'd be like, look, they got Phoenix ult, they're probably going to do, well, what was it, like Euro ult? Their Euro ult split, this team just does the B split. I wonder if the other team's done their homework. Oh, look, they haven't done their homework because they're not stacking it, kind of thing, you know? Lever one of those teams where I can, and Stiggy can just, if you ask what ult they got on what map, you could probably just say what strat they're going to do. Or the wrinkle they have is the fact that they do fakes off of those ults sometimes. But what I think what they should do is just ask all the players to make some fucking set strats before they get to the tournament. Like, give players the responsibility to say what they want to do with the strat, with the ults now. I think that the question is like, to me, their actual style, like, most teams don't have really great IGLs, right? Most teams don't have great IGLs. I'd say most teams have good IGLs. And so the same question applies to most teams. Any team that doesn't have as much time, are they going to be able to come up and make some new defaults, make some better strats and stuff? I think because Lev are a bit more obvious about the fact that they're a little bit more rigid, there's more magnifying glass on that style. Whereas the reality of it is, in my opinion, is that I watch a lot of teams doing the same shitty defaults over and over again, or worse, not having a default, or just having bad strats. I'd rather have I'd rather be Lev with good set strats than be a team without strats, if that makes sense. Your opinion, what would Foot need to punch up and make it through Swiss? Sop needs to be frying like Jet, like he did on Neon. They need to get a little bit lucky with the maps they're playing. Like, if they can get some Ascent in there, that would be really great for them. Because I think that they actually have some really good calling on Ascent. I think that Yeta J showing experience on that Cypher would be pretty big. Like, can he be a rock for that team? Be the kind of global player? Zeus glowing up would be, you know, one thing. I think there's like lots of different things. I don't know what the one is, but there's multiple things that can happen. Zeus glowing up and fulfilling his potential, I think, is probably the one I would lean towards. Sociable playing like he was during the group stage of EMEA, and then Crossley, in my opinion, he doesn't need to play, like, he doesn't need to go light side, but he needs to stop. They need to put him in positions where he doesn't die, because there's like some of his positions are really difficult and he's left alone, and I feel like he is the weak link on the team right now, and his job is to not in, basically. Sliggy told in Plat Chat that China getting 6 weeks to prep while America getting 2 weeks. Why is there such disadvantage? Why not all regions end at the same time, equal playoffs with respect to strats? China works on a different wave than the other 3 regions when it comes to the way that their VCT system works. I think part of it's to do with holidays, and part of it is to do with the fact that they're a very different product than the rest of the other regions. They have a lot more money, they have a lot more fans, and so the product works very differently. I think that it is a huge competitive integrity issue, that there are these huge differences. It's not like Counter-Strike where there's so many tournaments that the competitive integrity stuff doesn't matter and it's kind of at the team's control or choice. It feels like teams don't have a choice in this matter. You could argue that some of the EWC they do, but reasonably speaking, they don't. Okay, right, I'm fucking off. Any last questions to percolate? Who do you think was that? I'm not gonna answer that. I want more specific questions. Any last questions? Upsets. The problem is that we've only got 1 day of games, so I don't see. I mean, yeah. I don't know who's the most likely upset on the first day, like first 2 days. I mean, like, I wouldn't really call FUT Full Sense the biggest upset, but I think that FUT beating Full Sense is obviously, I think, the biggest. Yeah. XRG, NRG, or Vitality, DRG. I think, in a weird way, I think DRG are more likely to upset than XOG, but I don't think they will. Actually, I don't know. XRG do have Happy Way. Raga. If Raga can show up, that XRG team, man, they are pretty strong. Will Heretic Split get Felix and no Viper? There's that map and Lotus, I think, are interesting parallels. Who do you think would win with 5? Would win 5 ACS, 5 Ascendants with Prime Fnatic Extracts, or random 5 Stack Radiant? Random 5 Stack Radiant. Every day of the week. It wouldn't even be close. It would not be even close. The Radiants would absolutely destroy them. You need to go up to about Immortal 3 for the difference to actually matter. And even then, Prime Fnatic strats are built for Prime Fnatic players and not for noobs. Will you be desking Saturday? I'll be desking all of Swiss Stage. For a sense and booster, what doesn't make a difference? Veto being played as a surprise element from any of the teams. It's not Veto. The interesting thing I'd want to see is Vice Chamber, to be honest. I'd love to see Vice Chamber. What teams work? I think I would like Lev to do quite well. I quite like watching Lev play. Which hence some of my bias maybe on plat chat towards them. What's the best British food? Often the best British food is not British food. It's other people's food. British specifically, like Sunday roasts. For Englishes, fish and chips, like chip shop. Like we do like more. It's like almost like specialists. Like we don't have like restaurants, like good restaurants necessarily. We have like bakeries, cafes, pubs. Like good pub is probably the best. Good gastropub. Right, I'm fucking off. Would you want Emi to do well, or you like to flame him on the desk? I just want to watch good Valorant. I don't really give a shit who plays well. The thing is that because I flame China quite a lot, now it almost feels like I've literally seen people saying that like I'm what do they call it when you're like anti-Chinese? Sinophilia or something. So now I'm in this weird spot where it's like I don't want people to think I literally like anti-China. But then if China does well, then people are gonna shit on me. But it's like I'm not. All I'm telling you is what I think. Like I just think that the region is very good at Valorant. Like, it's like in one respect, I hope they do well and exceed the expectations. But if we put the expectations high when they shouldn't be high, and then they do well, then we're gonna be sat there like, oh yeah, but who cares? Whereas like the reality of the situation is they don't win maps at globals very often. Like it's been a while since they've looked good as a region and not just one-off teams anyway. I think EDG are definitely the team that could do some damage. But my prep has mostly been focused on XLG and DRG. The way that I think I would copium out of it is that like the thing is like when I watch the games, right, I'm watching from my own ego a lot of the time. Like the way that me and Sticky sometimes talk about stuff is like, what if I'm watching something and I think I could beat this easily, then I'm gonna think that it's bad. Whereas I'm watching something and I think, oh, there's some pushback here. I don't have all the answers. They're not making many mistakes. Then I'm gonna feel like, I might lose to this. I think that like, yeah, that's the way I think about stuff. And when I watch China quite a lot of the time, I'm thinking I know how to beat this. The only thing that I would be tripped up on is whether like Kung Kung dropped 100 kills, you know? But yeah, I'm going. See ya. Probably the next time you'll see me will be on the desk. Exciting stuff. I'll see you guys in a bit. Thanks for joining. Thanks for asking all the questions. I think some of you highlighted that I don't know enough about something, so I'll make sure that I've got it covered. Catch